on the note of gay porn.
Hunt.
If any of you start porn, I promise you I will watch it. Curiosity will kill me.
Reminder: never.
I thought I was gonna
make
go in a different
porn.
direction. Because I have a friend who basically told me, like, by the way, dude, if you ever do porn, I'm coming to you and I'm going to kill you. And just so you know, just to save you the
No,
embarrassment.
it's actually terrifying. Women between ages 18 and 24, slightly over 10% of them do fucking OnlyFans, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it's good money. It's easy money.
If
I was a hot girl, I would do
if
it.
you make it,
Dude.
which is like 1% out of 1% of people. So like, I promise you that it's just millions of girls who are getting like maybe $5 a month. I
It
promise.
literally destroys everything about society on every metric.
One time I joked with my brother, I was like, I have to start an OnlyFans now, and he was like, you don't already have one? I was like, no!
Yeah, it's no.
It is currently the natural presumption that any woman that you meet on the street probably has an OnlyFans.
He also
they're
thought I
even
got lip
moderately
fillers
attractive.
when I had my braces.
If I was a hot girl, I would do OnlyFans. I would be a stripper.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. It is such easy money.
5 years ago,
That's the problem. Easy money. No.
The easy money thing is like one thing, but like it's not even true. Like that's the problem. Everybody thinks that it is. It's not. Trust me. Like you get on there and you make maybe like $5 a month, and you still have to make like fucking
Some
regular
women are
goddamn
blessed
content.
to just have like the look, you know what I mean? So they just naturally do it. But like Lindy's saying, it's like trying to become a streamer.
Yeah, you can do it for like 3 years and never get picked up. Like you'll just be fucking overlooked by like most people.
And then you
because they already have what they
your
want.
image to try to do anything worth anything.
Yeah, and
it's-
then people can
that's-
just Google you.
That's
And
if you're just a
also,
regular person. If you're just like
Lewis studies of
conventionally
what it
pretty,
does
you've
to,
got
like,
pretty good chances.
your mental
No,
health.
no,
That's why
no.
it's so bloated.
It is not good chances if you're conventionally pretty. I promise you, most hot chicks on OnlyFans still make jack shit.
Yeah.
Or like your average
Yeah,
like
there's just too
8
many
out
of
of 10 on OnlyFans
It's
is
just
still
it's
making
just
maybe
because there's only
500 a
so
month.
many consumers. So like you have to kind of like pay for. You have to pay more than like you have to pay for the advertising. And
The
then you'd
OnlyFans
still
people who
not,
make good
yeah.
money are the fucking
People who
like,
sign on with
super
people.
savvy. They're the super savvy fucking social media people who are able to go on to like all the various different social media things and make like fucking professional grade quality fucking advertisements for themselves that aren't even really advertisements or like little skits and shit like that. They fucking manage other OnlyFans people. They start like fucking pyramid schemes like Amaranth does, where she like brings in people and says I'm going to manage you, and then those people make like $200, and then she ends up taking most of the money. That's how you make money on OnlyFans.
You know
Well,
what?
yeah,
You
no,
don't just-
obviously you're not
can't
gonna
just-
make jack shit if you don't advertise. That's any business.
But
You know
but
what?
even then, like the amount of advertising that you need to do and the amount of creativity that's involved
It's
in
not.
it,
Yeah,
your average hot
it's a
chick
numbers
just
thing.
cannot do it.
It's not about how good you look. It's just a numbers thing. Torque or Topi. Like think about it this way. Even you could be very hot, but you have to understand there's another 1,000 girls that are at the same level as you that are also very hot, and say there's 100 guys that have a decent income to pay for you.
Your average, and I'm gonna even say average hot chick. I'm talking like 8 out of 10 and below. You're probably better off just doing Uber.
Yeah.
Hmm.
True. And honestly, you're better off not doing it at all, even if you do make it, in my opinion.
I have yet to see hot girls doing Uber, though. That's the thing.
I've seen moderately attractive girls doing Uber. One drove me to Philadelphia once. Anyways, y'all are traveling.
Yeah. Actually, we're in a druid cave, aren't we?
Oh, it's true. You are in a druid cave.
Can we get a quick rundown real quick? I watched this shit 2 weeks ago and forgot.
Well, you guys.
I didn't live it, so it didn't stick with me. It was good.
You found a magical, weird thing that, like an anomaly of some sort, that you didn't really know what to do with. It was a caravan that had been destroyed. You didn't know what destroyed it. You knew that there was something strange going on around it, magically speaking. You investigated it, and when you investigated it, a couple of demons came out of nowhere and started attacking you guys. after they were properly insulted by one particular member of your group. And then you killed them, found the anomaly in question, which was a fucked up magical circle. You interrupted that and more or less got rid of the sort of errant, stray chaos magic going on in the area. You moved on from there, found a small little town, a little trading outpost, and stayed there for the evening. There was some talk with your resident orphan in terms of her interests, in terms of trying to get her to think about something other than the fact that her parents are dead and were killed in front of her, which you managed to finally get out of her when you asked her exactly what it is that she saw that particular day. And I believe she was given a chess game as a gift. And
Random chess, yeah.
yeah. And the gift giver in question, our big resident Bugman Tra, turned into a black Bugman for her because that was her favorite color.
Ah, yes. Black bug body.
On the way to the next town that is due on the road, you guys stopped for a bit because Shra also was able to notice that there was a little bit of an odd anomaly on the side of the road. A little bit out of the way was a group of stones that were all kind of in a circle, and he recognized it as a druidic tradition of some particular sort. Went over, talked to the moss, and asked it what it knew, gave him some answers, and eventually was able to come to the conclusion through a little bit of investigation and research that this place is essentially a how to put it, a cache, a supply cache for druids, more or less, would be the way to put it. I
think you said it's like a moving entryway into this one big place, and there's like multiple entryways you can go there.
Essentially, these supply caches are all connected to some particular degree, but they all require different sort of gateways in order to get into.
Yeah. There was a couple of trials there, and we passed the first one for now.
Yes, the initial way of actually opening up the cache appears to have been successful. Okay.
I don't know, somebody started a Disney movie or something.
Oh no, my phone started going off. Somebody's calling me.
Yeah.
What year is it?
2025.
Thank you. Lundy, what year is it?
2025.
Oh, man.
Nice one, Lundy.
Ooh, ask me.
My turn.
He's so mad. He's so mad right now.
I'm looking at something and I'm waiting for the actual answer so I can.
He's so fucking mad.
I'm not mad. I'm just waiting. Like
He's so mad.
I don't think you know.
If it's the year 1000.
1000.
That's the whole thing in that you guys are celebrating the millennial.
We're looking at a future map.
More or less, yes.
And it hasn't changed in 800 years.
Not too much, no. More settlements and stuff has been made since then.
Also,
Anchor, for instance, does not exist.
Magic exists. We could create.
Yeah, no shit, we have wizards. I'm a warlock.
We could create Oridon OnlyFans.
Can we give Hippo an anti-inspiration for that?
You won't be making money with us.
Ah, yes. Look upon my exoskeleton. Yes. Look how lanky I am.
I love your
There's a
carapace.
thing
Yeah,
for everybody.
fucking
I have a
Jesus
cloaca. There's
Christ.
sure to be something for that too.
I'm
the
gonna
day
start
you-
shooting fireballs here.
Yes.
The day you get meth shirtless on camera is the day that the world ends.
Dude, Neth is hot. So what are we deciding right now?
You're investigating
OnlyFans.
right now. Is what you're doing.
We'll see what happens.
We're investigating what now?
The Druid supply cache. As you're descending down into it as the ground has opened up as a result.
And we still have the scroll with us.
Yes.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Are we all full health and everything?
I believe so. Yes, because you guys slept in the trading town.
Lord Rico. Okay. Got mango. Boy, mango.
Right. Supply
And I
cache.
assume we left Walter out front.
Who's Walter?
The camel.
Oh. Yeah, Walter and the horses are with the carriage.
I've been training.
I love
Walter.
that Haven just remembers that immediately. Like that's a major piece of information to be aware of.
Well, when it comes to Raiko, it's easy to figure out what he's talking about.
I had a camel staring at me over last weekend.
They do that sometimes.
Yeah, I was convinced it was about to spit at me, so I ran away.
I had a creepily similar experience with an alpaca actually.
Yeah, we
Well, that's
actually
pretty
went to go see those two, and they were doing the same shit.
Yeah.
They,
I got to walk an alpaca. She was so well behaved. It was insane.
it was the fair, so you know. So we're investigating, and we're going down into the ground.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, what have we seen so far?
Dirt.
So far, not a lot. We left off
Dirt.
with you guys going down into it. But I literally, Paul, I am working.
So a druid cache is basically like a hold-up place where they store all their shit, right?
One such place.
It's
Now-
more of a give and take situation.
Yeah. From what Tra was able to sort of intuit from this, given what he's done before and what he knows about, these sorts of caches are specifically not something that you're just supposed to go in and just take everything and leave. You're
Right.
supposed to take what you want or take what you think you need and then leave something that you think will also be useful to somebody else who's passing by. That is the usual way that these work.
Right,
I'll leave
kind
it
of
to
like
Penny to pick up
those
for
little
me.
mini libraries, you know, that are on the corners of places.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leave a book, take a book. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
kinda,
is
but
this?
for
What is
droids.
the specific reason we're going down into this place again?
To see
Uh,
what's
Ra
useful
wanted
Pure,
to.
pure curiosity.
That's it. There's no like we were led down into here for any reason.
Nope, Ra wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw it on the side of the road, and I was like, "Ooh, shiny."
And have we? Because there was like a fight, but was that fight close to here, or was it like pretty far down the road?
That's pretty
The
far
fight
away.
was before the town, and this is after the
So
town.
we're not really in any danger. We're just exploring.
Right.
Yeah.
at the moment.
If I remember correctly, I felt immense druidic powers coming from there, and it just kind of ran from there. And then I was just like, I have to get this open somehow. We figured it out how to open it, and now we're in it.
And our target is right here. Is this where we're trying to get to?
Yeah, we're going to that little
This
settlement.
Then
is
we're gonna
where
take-
your target.
They're going to take
your
a
target
boat
going.
over here. Okay.
You're hoping somewhere between here and there, you'll be able to drop off our girl.
Right.
Um,
Okay. So what do we just roll, or what do we do?
oh my god.
We let the DM
We're-
talk.
We're still going down. This is the part where you shut your mouth and let Lundy talk.
You're all caught up now.
I'm just joking.
You enter into the actual cache itself. In the interior, it is small. As you make your way down the steps, you see what appears to be merely one room that has a shallow stone basin that is in the center. There are several flat standing stones all around the room, and druidic sigil that sits on sort of a central platform. As you guys come inside, the first thing that happens is there is this, on the northern end of the room, there is this script which becomes illuminated, written in druidic. Rob, you look at it and it says, "Stone remembers, only those who listen shall pass." And you see that the stone basin near the center ring of this central platform begins to glow faintly when you approach it.
Okay. I'm gonna approach it.
Okay. Give me like a. Would you translate that to everybody else?
Oh yeah. No, I'll tell everyone what it says, or I'll quote unquote read it out loud in my mind, so it goes to everyone else's mind.
Okay. So you guys hear that, and you have that sort of notion that's given to you. You're not entirely certain necessarily on the onset what it means, but if you think about it for a little bit, you might be able to come to a conclusion. If based merely on the wording, you can't figure out what you're supposed to do, then anybody who has, like, I'd say knowledge, nature, or probably insight might be able to divine some clues.
I'm gonna check out that stone basin and see if when I get closer, I can like try to picture a memory and see if it pops up into the basin.
I'm gonna ready up a insight roll while you do that.
A memory, you say? Like what?
Yeah, like just trying to think of a fond memory of my past. I'm picturing my time working as a barback back in Geneva.
You stand in front of the basin, looking down into it, and you just sort of sit and meditate for a moment on a previous memory. You think about it for a bit, and after about probably a minute, you would there is reflection in the waters of the basin that is of you back in Geneva, a simpler time and a simpler life.
Can anybody else see it? I'm gonna pull Ra over and kind of see if he can look into the basin and see my memory.
What do I see?
You do not see anything.
I'm gonna do the insight roll while I'm doing this. That is nat 20 and max guidance 32.
Jeez.
Damn.
Wow.
None of us need to roll
Could've rolled that
anything
higher.
at all for this whole thing.
I feel like Raiko's getting very impatient.
Wait, what?
I feel like you're getting very impatient.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, Whatever.
I was saying that because his roll was so good.
Mm.
Well, I mean, that'll work for this, but... Try, you're pretty sure, given the setup here, given what it says, and Basin itself, the fact that those approach it. You look around at your party, and then you look at the glowing thing, the phrase. It seemed to only light up when everybody had entered, so it seems to be able to sense how many people are. And whatever Neth's doing, it took him about a minute. So you know that a lot of themes surrounding the stone is that it's very patient and that it's very it requires a calm and keen mind to understand. And you come to the conclusion that everybody needs to show some sort of like patience in front of this basin to some. What exactly that takes the form of, it seems Neth may have an idea.
Hmm. It seems we all must show patience within our heads, within these glowing runes on the ground.
Neth will fidget a little bit, but then find a spot and go into a meditative state.
Shiraz just kind of like comes and drags everyone into the circle, setting everyone comfortably on the ground. Remember, patient thoughts, whatever comes to mind.
As each of you are brought over towards the basin and sat, told to think something patient and calming, what does each person think of?
I'm going to send you something in Discord.
Okay.
Patient and calming, like something that's routine, like something that is therapeutic for me.
Whatever you enjoy, my friend.
Oh, he would definitely Soup would close his eyes and he would picture a kitchen. It's huge, and he is in the kitchen, and this is not the spoon that you guys have seen before. And he would picture cooking with his mother in that kitchen, going over her recipes and books that she's got, and kind of that.
What time of day is it?
It's like lunchtime. Sun's high.
I mean, we're underground, but
Yeah.
who's next? What memories will you let us see next?
I would probably be playing chess with my mom. She actually treated me like a real person.
Naira will probably think about her training with her father, learning how to fight and hone her blood magic.
Shira would think on the years that he had to wait on to be fully grown, to be let out of his little sand village to see the world properly. And the good times he had at home. The first day of actually leaving on a new journey.
Each of you see reflections in the basin of your individual memories after thinking about them and ruminating on them for a full minute.
What about Valerie?
Valerie is quiet. But she looks into the basin as well. And after the same amount of time as each of you end up needing, you can see her eyes soften and her nostrils flare as she gives a bit of a sniff. Her chin wrinkles up as it looks like she's about to cry.
Would I think that we did everything correctly and that I was able to console her now?
Yes, by the end of each of your visions, you see that the basin fills with this faint, sort of silvery water as it begins to regularly glow now. It seems that whatever you're being tasked to do, you have succeeded.
After that, after I see she looks like she's about to cry, I'll probably scoop her up. And probably I'll just like hold her.
As as you guys kind of separate from the basin, Valerie is sort of, I guess, clinging to Naira. The standing stones scattered about the place begin to hover into the air. About 10 feet up, they begin to shift and form a line above all of you before they begin to shift backwards and forwards. The immediate reason for this is not quite known until another another phrase in Druidic begins to illuminate on the southern side of the basin itself. It says, "The wind carries only the light and swift. Let breath guide your step."
Let breath guide your step.
Do we have to go towards something cold?
Good call. Maybe.
Everybody start breathing.
Is it cold?
It is not cold.
Are we the furthest down we can go?
Yes. As I have mentioned, these are about a dozen standing stones that are now hovering above you. They initially formed a line above you before beginning to shift back and forth.
Hold on one second. You said sanding stones? What did you...
Standing stones.
Standing
Anybody
stone.
got
What is
gust of wind?
Like a stone that's just a 10-foot tall stone?
Standing.
It's a flat stone, which is
Stones.
normally meant for the creation of like whether roads or stairs, things like that.
You know, stones you can stand on.
Flat stones made into a road.
Like flagstone.
What I think we need to, like, go up, like, using them, like, kind of like stairs.
That could be a reasonable interpretation of what's going on.
I'm assuming I'd have to roll acrobatics for that.
I'm actually confused at what
Yes.
this all means or why we're looking at.
Oh, only a 15.
Well, luckily, a 15 is pretty good.
Is it enough for me and Valerie?
It's not a
'Cause I
32,
have her.
though.
Or would it be enough to, like, pull her up after I get onto each stone?
You climb up to the first of the stones and eventually start watching the pattern of the stones as they move. They shift back and forth in front of your sight. Holding Valerie in your arms tightly, you skip from stone to stone, making sure to touch each and every one of them as you make your way across. As you make your way to the last stone, they all line up again and then hover back down to the ground before ceasing any sort of magical movement with you on top.
Oh, this is like monk shit. Like kung fu movie shit.
Well, monks and druids both use wisdom and meditation in their
It took me a
stuff
second
that
to
they do.
understand or visualize what exactly you were talking about. Look, I got it now. Okay.
So they went back down, or did they just form steady stairs now so everybody else can easily get up?
This is just one open room.
Okay.
The stones were floating more or less in the air. You made your way across the stones, and then they made their way back down to the bottom of the room.
Ooh, elevator.
As the stones sort of seem to cease any sort of magical movement, in the central part of the room, there is this sigil that ignites in red on the central platform. And on the eastern side of the room in Druidic, there is this phrase that says, "Feed the flame, or the flame shall feed."
Anybody
Feed the
got any
flame or the
fire?
flames I'll feed.
Well, what does, like, it's just a saying?
That's. Do I understand what the sigil itself is?
The sigil is almost certainly a sigil of fire, and in Druidic traditions, the element of fire is usually meant to signify not only a number of different things. It can mean anything from home and hearth to the end of a cycle. It could mean, and often does in the form of ritual, sacrifice.
So, what was the
the
quote?
flame.
Follow your breath. What was the other thing you said along with that one?
We finished that one.
I'm just taking notes.
Oh, okay.
So is Naira just at the top?
No, it came back
No,
down
no,
like a
no,
little
yeah.
elevator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It took you down. Okay.
Any-
Glyph of fire. Is there anything nearby the glyph where to like put things or anything?
Like a little fireplace or anything.
Or is there just a glyph on the wall?
Not on the wall, on the central part of
central
the
part.
actual, the central platform
Hmm.
of the
Okay.
cache itself.
Feed the flame, or the flame will feed.
Yes.
Is there like a fireplace or anything like fire related?
There is not.
Okay. Maybe you should shoot the glyph with fire rod?
I don't know.
It's
If
got
that's,
to be a thing.
I don't know if that's feeding the fire.
It's worth a shot.
I don't think it. Does it have anything to do with fire?
The fire glyph, or feed the fire, or the fire will feed.
Saying.
You can feed fire with multiple things.
Anybody got any wood?
Oh, is it that simple though? I mean, like.
I don't know.
It could be. I mean, the other one was just climb.
Well,
I think you should shoot the wall with fire.
Flame.
I don't know if
flame
it's
shall
an.
feed.
I don't know if it's an attack type of thing.
Reminds me of the Fifth Element when they needed to put the element on each thing at the end.
Anybody got a torch? Are there any torches on the
I have
walls?
Firebolt.
What are you waiting on?
Where to shoot it?
The glyph.
Can I?
I hit the glyph with Firebolt.
Okay. You
Well.
hit the glyph with Firebolt.
A very, very, very weak Firebolt. Just
Just like a
shooting
dabble
little,
of fire.
A little flame to smack the sigil.
Just tickled the sigil with flame.
Okay. I have to...
Because, like, maybe if we don't feed that flame fire, maybe it turns into something that's about to kill us? I don't know.
Well, I was gonna try to maybe use plant growth, make like a log of that, and then light the log on fire on the glyph.
Well, that's our
Instead of
next plan.
attaching
And
it.
that can be our next idea if this one doesn't work.
Well,
Pop that.
I have create bonfire.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that would be
More
great.
fire.
I forgot that I'm part wizard now.
Yeah, no, that would have been great actually. instead of aggressively attacking it.
I didn't attack
No, it's like a
anything.
tickle.
Yeah,
It's a tickle of fire.
exactly.
It's a firebolt you're shooting at the glyph. No matter how weak you make it, it is an attack.
He
I
like
also-
caressed it with the lick of the
Prestidigitation
flame.
can make a flame too.
I think prestidigitation can make a fire bigger.
No, it lights candles and stuff.
Yeah,
It can light candles? That's
Yep.
good.
yeah.
Okay.
but I have straight up create bonfire. It's a cantrip.
Yeah, that probably would have been great.
Well, maybe if there's candles in the room, we can light that next
I mean,
if this
is
doesn't
there
work.
like a bunch of books and shit in here?
I don't think we
have-
should burn those.
Yeah, we have not given any description
If
of
you're
any
not a
candles,
druid, are you
torches,
allowed
or
to take shit and leave shit?
that's probably the idea, as was advertised.
Because I think, so I have a lot of books that Henrietta's been working through, right? And I could leave those books since I've absorbed them, and then I could take different books to continue my working at history, you know, becoming, whatchamacallit in it.
Well, here's the things. Druids don't use books. Druids use word to
Word of mouth.
word to mouth.
So there's no books in there?
No.
We haven't found anything yet. We found a puzzle.
Oh.
Druids don't
It's like
use
a
books.
mousetrap.
So we're at the lock. We're trying to figure out the lock to get inside.
Basically, yeah.
Yes.
We are in a big
That's the
lock and we're
trials.
trying to pick it.
Did anything happen, Lundy?
Yeah, but I need a second to make it happen.
Oh, okay.
That's not good.
No, it's not. I knew this would happen.
Well, we tried.
Listen, I said I have fireball, and somebody said, "What are you waiting for?" All right, I just.
Okay.
Yeah,
to be
no,
fair,
I heard it. I heard it.
that's what an artificer would do, first of all.
It's what my
This is
character
not a
would do.
kitchen. This is not a workshop.
You guys on?
We did not feed the
You know
fire,
what's-
and now the fire will
That's
feed.
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Wait,
Do we not
wait,
get another
hold on.
chance?
Should I do? Wait, before anything happens, should I start a bonfire? Because a
I
bonfire.
think
No.
something's already happening. I think we're a little late for that.
Yeah, things are already
Does-
happening, so now we have to
Let's
wait.
see. I assume when you create a bonfire, the magic.
I assume we have to feed an already existing fire. I don't think.
There was not a
Also
fire in here.
make-
We need to feed the
I
fire.
know. I
which
mean,
is-
I think it was probably like a metaphor for something.
Yeah, it was to feed the fire glyph with like probably wood or a bonfire or something like that instead of.
So now we're gonna
attacking it.
face a
Shove
fire
a piece of
elemental.
ration in its.
We're feeding a
Probably
fire
something
element.
like that.
We're fighting a
Probably
fire
something
elemental.
like that. Probably something like.
But wait,
Hurry, give it rations.
I can feed it my familiar. Mango, I'll summon you later.
I think that's cruel and unusual punishment for the familiar.
Mango knows his
Ah,
role.
yes. Burn a fucking animal in a druidic place.
My Mango understands his role, and he just gave me a hard nod, like this is what we must do.
That's awesome. Druids don't fucking think that.
Why is it taking so long to get Toby over here?
Yeah, I don't know. It's loading cache 99%. It's been stuck on 99.
So that 1% is
Have you
tough.
tried refreshing
Try refreshing it, Toby.
I will. I did.
it? My screen looks like it has tits on it.
Turn it on.
Because of the fires, yeah.
Titties.
The fuck? Okay, I'm closing that completely because now it's not working at all.
Well, we fucked up.
I mean, you did the first two trials fine.
There's no
I,
like.
I was trying
multiple
to say something,
chances?
but you know,
No,
fireball
I
was
was
just-
I was brainstorming something similar too, but I don't know. Things got
Yeah,
rushed
I
along
was-
for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why.
For some reason.
I don't
who
know.
knows? We can never say for sure. honestly.
Yeah, no. If there's a bird
Hey.
to be sacrificed, I know which one goes first.
Hey, Ryko, you have free will. Okay.
Unfortunately, that is true.
You literally told me to hit the to hit the
No, the fuck I didn't.
Yeah, but you
No,
have free
her!
will.
She did!
Oh,
You have free will, though.
Anyways,
What the fuck is that?
you guys hit the fire sigil with a firebolt, and as that happens, the sigil begins to glow brighter, and something begins to emerge from the sigil itself. Several streams of flame go in different directions, and four in the various corners of the room, which then begin to cause tiny little beasts to emerge in the form of skulls that are lit on fire. And the central part of the cache itself, a massive beast entirely aflame appears.
That thing is sick.
Oh.
Chira is wholeheartedly disappointed.
Is there anywhere safe I can put Valerie?
She is just in your arms right now,
That's safe.
and you can see what you can see in terms of locations of safety.
Is there like a table or something I can put her under? Or...
There's an altar, but there's a bunch of fire on it, so probably
Okay,
not.
I'll set her down behind me.
Okay.
What is this?
I will
This is a
shield
fight.
her.
It's a skull, like a flaming skull thingy.
Okay. And there's 4 of them all around us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Can we say we're sorry?
I can try.
Yeah, can you?
I can try. But I'm not promising anything.
We didn't mean to be disrespectful. We were trying our best.
We didn't necessarily make it so that the cache is unavailable. This is
Yeah, no, I don't think it's like locked behind this shit now, but I'm just like, we were doing so well. Neth did so well on the first one, got it immediately. Naira went up the rocks with her dexterity,
With a child in my arms.
Mhm.
and then Raiko shot.
Whatever, I'll take the fall. Not like anybody else had any input, but what the fuck ever.
Ragon
We
needs
may have had
initiative.
input, but you have free will.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Hey, what's a little bit of combat? It's not a big deal.
I can still try to disengage the situation, but like I said, I'm not promising anything.
Raiko, I need you to roll initiative, you big silly boy. There you go.
Alright.
Never mind.
Never mind what? Oh, these flame skulls are alive and attacking us.
They're on the initiative tracker.
Yeah. Interesting. We do not know what's going on.
Wait! He's summoned. Maybe we feed him. Can we feed him now? He's here.
That was an or question in that proposal.
Can we feed him now?
Um,
I was gonna try and talk to him, but I think Raiko's gonna go Beyblade.
Give him wood,
And I don't
Raiko.
think
Give
there's
him
much-
wood.
And I don't think there's much talking after that.
Give him wood, Raiko.
well,
Give him something to burn. Your books.
I
I
speak
do have
primordial.
books that I have not. I have already read and absorbed, basically.
Try giving them to him.
That is do
Working
any
my
of
way
these
through them, I have
things
a
that
shit
are
ton of them.
summoned say anything?
At the moment, no.
They haven't said anything when they were summoned or anything. They've just been quiet.
Not yet.
Is it like a free
Cool.
action to throw a book at him?
I think you should set it down nicely. We already threw stuff.
Technically, throwing anything is an action.
So if I walked to right here, and then set a book down right here, so I'm not throwing it.
If you'd like to do that, you may.
Okay. Beep. I set
Who
some
just dropped?
books. Probably Madison.
Okay.
I set some books down right here that I've already read and absorbed with Henrietta.
Tell him it's an offer.
The obviously ones that are cheaper.
Okay. The disposable ones.
An offering, and then I slowly, with my head down, back away 1 square. Does he do anything to that?
Good.
He looks to the books. And... He speaks in a language you don't know, Raiko.
Which one?
Thankfully, I can be a translator.
Don't think...
You
the
could
rest
speak
of
it
you-
right into our minds as we're here.
Ooh, what language?
So this is a language that Neff and Ra will be able to understand decently.
Giant.
enough.
It's not infernal.
It's not
It is
fucking
not
giant.
infernal. It is not giant. So the language that this thing speaks is Ign, which is one of 4 different dialects underneath the Tree of Primordial.
Wait, it's what?
Ignis.
Ignan.
Ignan?
Yes. Ignan. It is the language of fire.
Interesting.
So, it begins to speak as it looks to the books and says, "Wood is not how you feed me. The flames are fed with blood freely given."
I slowly look at Mango.
You do not
Why would you
understand
look at
anything
Mango?
he said, Raiko.
As he's saying that, I am actively speaking that into their minds.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do I have to wait to my turn for my turn, or can I walk up?
You would have to wait for your turn.
Damn it.
With blood, huh? Let me think about that for a second. When we
The
look
what? We
around-
have a person that freely does stuff with their blood.
Interesting.
Yeah, you
No,
do
well-
that out of your own volition.
Yeah,
well,
I'm supposed to willingly
hold
give
on.
my blood.
What I'm saying is, like, I could, like, cut my hand and then, like spritz my blood to him.
It's probably more like you cut your hand and you like let it flow onto the glyph or something.
You know who can do that?
Anyone?
Yeah.
Just because it's a part of how your magic works, Naira, doesn't mean that you're the only one who
Who has blood?
Yeah, you already do it enough. We don't need you low
Uh,
on blood as it is.
see.
I have full health, thank you.
Yes. We'd like to keep it that way for the time when you need to use it.
Sharpness. Poisoner's kit.
You
I
have
guess
so many
no,
blades.
actually, I'm going to walk back up. Just right there. I'm going to open the book. And then I'm just going to do like a slight little nick on my on the back of my hand. So I let some blood drop into the book. And then shut the book and then scoot the book back toward him and then come back.
All right. If you are going to actively take part in the sacrificial ritual here, to spread for your own blood. I need you to roll me 2d10.
2d10.
Yes.
That makes it sound so much more formal.
All right. In that case, Raiko, while you try not to make it too much of a gush, something about the magic of the area when you decide to spill a little bit of your blood, it almost like pulls more of your blood. You take 14 damage.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
Do you do anything else?
Well, I mean, after I did that, do I have anything left, like as far as action, bonus action, or anything?
You can move.
Okay.
Or bonus action.
A bonus action. I will summon Gregory just in case. After I come over here.
Okay.
With Mango. And I will summon Gregory on the other side of Tick. Or, I'm sorry, Ra.
Damn, dead naming me? That's fucked up.
Yep, and we're just gonna chill and see what happens. After I did that thing to the book, what did he do though?
He just looked at you.
Cool. I don't know what to do. Alright, next
All right.
person.
Neth.
Neth is gonna start panicking. This sounds a lot like warlock magic, and he's not a fan. So he's going to leave.
Well,
He's just gonna go home.
He's gonna try to go somewhere else.
Well, he did not attack him. This is the furthest thing from aggressive behavior. This is good. I think. I
take
hope.
Valerie with you
Wait,
if you're leaving.
where are you going? The stairs are the
Yeah.
other way.
The stairs are up here.
Oh well, I didn't see that. It's dark.
It is dark, but you can also see everything.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, my dark vision wasn't set properly. Hold on. I'm going back.
You went through him.
I know. I'm going up the stairs.
I want to look over at Neth and then look at everybody else.
If he wishes not to give blood willingly, that is his own choice. Nothing wrong with that.
This music is the shit.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Expedition 33 lately, by the way. I highly recommend it. Amazing game.
I've heard that it's really good, yeah.
It is so fucking good. It is crazy good. You haven't lived until you fucking fought a boss that is way higher than you that you're not supposed to be fighting, but because you're such a fucking god at dodging and parrying, you just kill it anyway. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, games where you can just like fuck shit up just because you can parry is insane. I love that stuff.
I like that first part of what you said though, Lundy. That's interesting. Thank you.
One of the flame skulls is gonna draw near, but it's not gonna do anything yet. Raw.
Right. I'm also gonna get closer. I'm gonna... Do I have a blade? I do not have a blade.
You still technically have a moon sickle with you. It's not
I
like an actual
don't.
weapon,
I gave
but-
that back.
Ah.
Which means before I go in there, I'm just gonna like ask Raiko to give me a dagger or something sharp real quick.
I break off one of my claws, like my claws, you know, because I'm an owl, like a toenail.
Okay.
Like a
You
fingernail?
give me a toe.
A toenail.
Well, a nail.
Yeah.
You do know that those nails go inside the toe, right?
You know that's
No, I can break it
unsanitary.
off.
It's a talon.
Yeah, I break off
You know
one of
what?
my talons.
you know what? It's a natural blade, which druids like
I'll
more than
break off-
metal. I do
you know
enjoy that.
Here, I mean, I could also break off an arrowhead for you. It's your choice.
He'll take the talon.
Yeah, no, I'll take the talon. It's
Yeah,
a natural blade. Druids like and everything natural.
Okay.
Fuck it. If I get a disease from this, it's fine. I can cure it.
I'm very healthy, sir.
Hip
That's
tag.
nice, but the ground is not. Most of the time.
Also, you might have Owlin diseases that you're immune to that other people are not.
Yeah.
That's not true.
All right, and I'm going to also cut the inside of my little bug hands, and I'm gonna like squeeze my little bug hand, and I'm gonna squeeze out blood into the.
Don't you have an exoskeleton?
I do. But you know how you do know that exoskeletons have like ligaments where you can like jam it in between and such.
Yeah.
No, not really, but alright.
Roll me 2d10.
2d10. /R 2d10.
Alright.
16.
16 damage where the blood is sucked out of your wound that you make for yourself and brought in front of the elemental.
I'm just gonna.
He nods to you.
He
I'm just
nods!
I'm gonna ask him. If this is enough, or how much do you require?
One has left. He may not share in our riches.
Thanks, Spade.
But if the other two wish to, then they must as well.
Very well, Great One. As I don't go all the way back because I don't have that movement, but I step back a little bit.
Very good.
And I do tell them that everyone, he said, if you wish to join our riches, or whatever the fuck. God, what's the word? Share in our riches.
Yes.
You must donate blood. And my telepathy is pretty big. I can, Neth, you can also hear that.
Well, I mean, never mind here, but he's got his suspicions. So.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just telling him that there still might be a chance for you to come back.
If he wants to, but
yeah, if he wants to, there is I'm giving a warning that the big scary elemental might give you another chance if you coming back willingly.
Super, you gotta be sacrificing some blood here, sir.
Soup kind of looks ahead, and he's heard what Roz told him, and he kind of looks down at his pouch and ponders for a second if Pud's liquid counts as blood, and then he thinks, just is Pud blood? No, Pud, I'm not going to sacrifice. Has to be willing anyway, and he kind of wavers on that thought for a second, and ultimately, although he dislikes all of this, for the magic reasons, and more or less for the did you say pact magic out loud, Neth?
Oh, yeah. I said this sounds like some kind of warlock nonsense.
We're all gonna have a new patron.
Soup says, I agree with... He's mumbling over to himself while he walks over and he uses his little, like, not like his big chef's knife, but a little paring knife, and he's like, I agree with Neth, this sounds like pact magic. I don't know if this is a good idea, but he's absolutely going through it, so I'll have to roll these dice.
I don't know, man. I don't know about this. Still does it.
Yeah.
I like that.
He walks over with his legs shaking.
I'm not scared. I've cooked on you before.
I've cooked on you before. That sounds very rude.
All right. Soup has sacrificed some of his own blood for this.
I'm gonna... I don't know how much movement I used.
Oh no,
to
your fairy
move
fire.
back, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I dropped that, I think, a long time.
Days ago.
I should have
Yeah.
dropped that when I long rested. I don't know how that didn't happen.
I don't know.
It's fun. It's just fun.
Naira, will you be following suit?
Do I think that he also expects Valerie to partake in this?
You don't know.
I did explain if you want that he said that if you want to share with our riches,
But he
you
won't
must
harm
donate
her.
blood. No,
if
like
he
you don't
doesn't?
have to. It's willingly.
And Valerie heard that, I'm assuming, as well, when you explained it.
Yeah, because you can fucking understand what he says. I don't have to translate for you.
You know what? I found a purpose for this girl.
You leave her alone.
If one of
I'll
us have
turn
to
to
give blood-
Valerie, be like, do you want to, or do you want to go sit over there with Neth?
I don't want to. I don't like it.
Okay. Go sit down with Neth, okay?
Okay. And she starts to dart off in Neth's direction.
Do I gotta come here, or... Is that it far enough, or do I have to get closer?
As far as everybody else was when they did it.
Alright, and... Do I assume I just have to do it right here, or do I have to put it in a specific spot, like over his flames, or...
If you are repeating what everyone else did, merely coming close to him and performing the action seems sufficient.
Okay, I will, unwrap one of my hands, and I will take my rapier, and I will cut open the palm of my hand.
Roll 2d10.
So we needed to put blood on the sigil?
Yes.
So it would seem.
That seems very unlikely of anything we would have done.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
actually, I thought about it, but I was like, that's probably not right.
Of course, the blood person thought about putting blood on the sigil.
Yeah,
I
no,
did think
yeah,
about
no,
it, but then I was like, that's probably
honestly.
not right.
Yeah, no, Raiko, as much shit as we gave you, you did the correct thing shooting it because he gave us the instructions.
I literally, I thought about it, and then I was like, that's
like,
probably not
you know-
right.
In the end.
Yeah, you know what, Raiko? Well done. I take
We don't know this
back
yet.
every.
we
No.
don't know where this is leading.
After
Yeah, we don't know how well
I,
done it is.
Well, he's
I
not
get my
attacking
blood.
us.
after I give my blood, I'll kind of like bow down to him a little, and then I will step back.
All right. With you four having given blood, Valerie and Neff having darted right the hell out of here as fast as they can, the various beasties retreat back into the sigil. running back
Ah,
into the flame.
yay!
Thank you for your time and presence, great one.
I kind of wanted to fight it.
Oh my gosh, of course you did.
I actually
Listen.
am like really upset. I'm like
Get
kicking.
high, get high enough level on your wizard, you can summon your own fire elementals to fight.
Like straight up, like
I'm-
Raiko's like kicking the little rocks in front of him, just like you're really fucking cool to fight.
Oh man!
God
I'm gonna
damn
wrap my
it.
hands back up, and
Me
then
and-
I'm gonna go towards Valerie and make sure she's okay.
We're gonna be like, Nath, come back.
I don't know if Neff would be coming back. He.
I'm
darted
assuming
out
they
of here.
didn't like
said-
leave. I'm assuming they just kind of like ran
Well, no,
off.
I sent Neff a
upstairs a
message
little bit.
telling him. I have
Yeah,
a
Neff-
message.
Neff made it 60 feet in 6 seconds. He was going.
Well, I have the cantrip message.
I understand.
So I'm just gonna tell him what happened and say
I
it's
am going
over.
to say, narratively speaking, I've got an idea, and Neff is not going to be rejoining you guys immediately.
What about Valerie?
Damn it.
Neither will Valerie. Don't worry, she's not going to get hurt.
Thank you.
Um,
I'll just trust that she's with Neth, and
honestly, you should just trust me on these things, but
Yeah.
well, I know, but like my character will trust that she's with Neth.
That being said, with the third trial having been finished, the central platform sort of like raised a little bit in the center as a large, sort of almost like naturally made container made entirely of rock and dirt and such, like, appears in front of you guys. And on the western end of room in Druidic, it says, "Take and leave. Greed is death."
Chira would close in on the cash as he's rubbing dirt and soil in his open wound to close it off. He's gonna look at it and see. Is there a lid or something?
Yes.
I'm gonna see if I can open it.
You open up the stone lid, and inside you see there are a number of things in here. The first thing that you will note is a series of potions. About 5 altogether. There is a scroll in here. What appears to be a rapier made of wood with various different sigils that have been imprinted on it. And a map.
Do we know what kind of potions they are? Are they labeled, perhaps?
You could take some time to identify them.
So they're not labeled, all right.
Any druid with their salt can identify potions, given some time.
Say less.
I'm a connoisseur of potions, one might say. Do any of them look like something that I've bought many times in the past?
Alcoholism does not
In
count. I'm
terms
joking.
none of them are healing potions, I'll say that.
Potion
You
of
will know that.
invulnerability, maybe?
No.
Potion of invisibility?
Nope.
You
'Cause you
could
can't see
take
that one.
million guesses, or we could just wait for a second and then figure them out.
Yeah, I just have to look at it for a few minutes, but
Yeah. What about the map? Is it closed off, or can I open it?
It's folded up, but you can open it.
Okay. What's the map?
It's not entirely clear what it is necessarily, but when you look at it, it does appear to have a map of a forest, and within the forest there are several marks that have been put on.
What about the rapier? What kind of glyphs are there?
Druidic ones, obviously, from what you can tell. Interpreting them, you're pretty sure that part of it is this thing is meant to hold things down. It's sort of like the theme of it.
Hold things down.
Does anybody have the identify spell just real quick as a note? Or we...
No.
Give me a second.
I do not have it back at the moment, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's ritual, so I have it, but I don't have it today.
Okay.
I do not have identify, but I'm assuming it's a single target entangle.
Let me double check.
Well, it might do it. So what you guys are going to do to identify what these things are, is you're going to spend basically just an hour down here just looking at them, investigating them, things like that. Eventually, via the expertise of Soup and Raw put together, be able to determine that. However, that is some time that you spend down here where Valerie and Neth are not. Flashing upwards towards Neth. Neth, when you make your way up here, you are followed not too terribly far behind by Valerie, who kind of is hot on your tail and also trying to get closer to you specifically She looks around and realizes that it's just her and you up here, and outside of you, she is currently alone. And she kind of rushes over to you best she can to try and like tug on your cloak.
Neth like startles a little bit at first when she grabs it, and there's almost a look of anger in his eyes. But when he looks down at her, it kind of fades as he'll pull her in, and make sure that she feels comfort.
That was scary.
Yeah, you run into some scary things out in the world.
Well, I being down there anyway. It was really dark.
It's not the darkness that you need to be afraid of. It's what lurks inside of it.
That's what makes the darkness scary. You don't know.
Trust me, I know a lot more than you think.
Say that. You hear a voice that comes from almost right next to you now. A slightly soft, but more so authoritative, feminine voice of a woman.
God, that was kind of scary. Jump scare.
That was not a woman. Nice try, Lundy.
That was not me, so.
I know. It's just funny. You hear the voice of a woman. Roof!
Jesus Christ.
It's the authority. It's the authority of the voice.
And the voice says, "You only know a fraction of what you think you know."
Neth will like dart his head in the shadows, looking around, just like whisper under his breath, "Just not now, not now."
You see a raven on top of one of the stone pillars that then flies down and kind of hovers in front of you. And as it does so, it seems to land on something invisible before a figure begins to materialize, a hand underneath the raven itself. A woman in what appears to be a dark and embroidered cloak, with pupilless eyes, stares almost into your soul. Your fear got the better of you. There was power in there that you could potentially take advantage of.
There's always a cost to that power.
What is cost to a future god? Unless you don't have confidence in yourself.
Neth kind of fidgets and scratches at his palms, and he's avoiding eye contact. He's like, it's not that. I'm just, some things are better left undone.
Valerie looks up to her. Who are you?
Neth is gonna grab Valerie and turn her around and like pull her into his chest.
What's going on? Let me go.
No, don't look at her.
He speaks for your sake, child. You don't want to look into these eyes. Still, this empathy and frightened nature you have on behalf of this child, it is not becoming of you.
It's what keeps me grounded.
It's what keeps you from reaching the other's heights. So many of them have eschewed human limitations, desires to help. Many of them understand that if they wish to win, then they need to start emulating me. They need to start emulating as if they have already won. You don't. You're lagging behind.
I won't fall too far behind. I will climb back up, but there's ways to do it. Better ways.
One of them already has an entire cult that follows her. She will make a fine goddess if she wants.
Well,
More still have delved themselves into magics that you would find to be distasteful. Diabolism and the likes. And yet others have dedicated themselves towards killing as many as they can, weeding out the weak when it comes to their own followers. You hitch your little wagon to whoever seems to cross your path, seems to be able to tolerate your presence, and then try to cling to what bits of humanity that you may still have through acts of random kindness like this. It is saddening to watch.
there's more than one way to get people to follow. Kindness works sometimes. Neth is clearly shaking as he's saying these words.
Kindness, like pride, will often be down. You did well against your last opponent, but he was doomed to fail. He believed himself already victor, but he did not have the power to back up, fighting entirely on his own whilst everyone else gathers power by his foolishness. And yet even then you found yourself on the ropes when it came to his skills. Imagine fighting a worthy opponent next time.
I'm sure there's always a way to find the chink in the armor. There's things to exploit. I can figure it out. I don't need to do that by climbing over the bodies of people I care about.
Yes, sometimes there are things to exploit, and you have made it very clear what one can exploit when it comes to you. This is not merely a test of who is the strongest amongst each of you. It is a test to see who is going to be able to survive in this role. There are many who are going to bite at your heels. There are many who are going to attempt to manipulate you, who are going to attempt to use whatever sort of humanity that you cling to whilst you sit on my throne to gain their own power. And you still don't know how to keep yourself grounded properly. You think that it's about feeling whatever it is you feel for this child. Feeling whatever it is you feel for your friends, we'll call them. The people that you've dragged into your fight. But it's not. Seek your own self-interest. That is how you survive. To this point, the Valerie is like, she pulls a little bit of a maneuver and gets out from under you and looks up to the woman. Shut up! Excuse me. Stop telling him to be mean. There's enough mean people. We need more nice people. Interesting. The woman raises a hand and puts it up in front of Valerie's face for a moment. Well, since you seem to have gained such sympathy for this little one here, let's hope that her philosophy and yours wins the day. Because now that you've met me, little one, you're a part of the game too.
Neth's eyes grow to the size of dinner plates when he hears that, and he looks down at Valerie, then back up to Ravenia, and he's like, "No, you can't. Do something to me instead. Don't do anything to her."
Oh, don't worry. I don't plan to make her a competitor. She's far too young and inexperienced. This would just be slaughter and suicide on her end. But she flicks a finger as you see this sort of thread, this spectral thread that pops from Valerie's head to yours. And then a mark appears on Valerie's face. I hope you win. Because if you don't, she's a target too.
Some kind of messed up lesson you're trying to teach me?
Or a point that you have the opportunity to prove. We shall see in due time. And then as the raven she has on her hand flies up into the air, she herself disappears. And Valerie looks back to you, confused. What was that about?
I There's a lot that I have to explain to you. And I don't have the time to do it now. But you're going to be in danger.
Am I not already?
You weren't.
I guess at this point I could send my message to Neth and say, hey, by the way, it's all clear down here.
Yeah, that's fine. In the meantime, while you do that while the others are looking in cash to see what all they can garner about the items inside.
Before Neth heads down with Valerie, he's going to pull a dagger out of his boot and hand it to her. He's like, "Do you know how to use one of these?"
I know how to skin an animal. Small ones.
I'm going to teach you how to use this. Keep it close to you. Never let it leave your side.
She knows how to skin an animal. Maybe she knows how to hunt and knows how to use a bow.
Come on,
You
dude.
head back downstairs with Valerie, and as you guys come downstairs, she kind of winces a little bit as she looks around. It's dark.
Oh, unfortunately, I can't change that.
She'll hear her, Naira will hear her say that and just be like, "Isn't black your favorite color?"
Black is not darkness. There's difference.
All right, sweet girl.
Darkness.
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 As far as
I'm
items
glad
you guys
Lundy
are-
got it. It's fine.
Yeah. It's a classic.
Yeah. We're old.
A whole 75.
I feel like Chappelle's show should be considered that old, but okay.
Dude, they're like 25.
Well, regardless of the various different things you find in here, the first is the scroll. The scroll is a scroll made of strips of bark with glowing green runes. Has the ability to cast Greater Restoration. And it can be casted 3 times before it actually ends up being used up, unlike a regular scroll. The potions. 3 potions of bark skin. 1 potion called a potion of beast blood, which gives you the effects of speak with animals and the ability to cast Hunter's Mark without concentration for an hour. And a salve, which is specifically made to cure lycanthropy.
You're what?
Werewolfism.
Oh.
There's other lycanthropes besides werewolves.
Ooh.
There's rats, there's bears.
Tigers, lions.
Tigers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, we know about
There's
the
a lot of
rats.
animals.
There's horses.
So Tick was a lycanthrope?
Nope, Tick was a rat folk.
Tick is one of the ones that didn't change back.
Yeah, very much.
As far as the rapier is concerned, it is known as the Seed Blade. It has the ability to cast Entangle, centered on the target that it hits once per day.
I knew it.
That's cool.
And on a critical hit against undead or fiends, automatically reduces their speed to 0 until the end of your next turn.
Yeah, who runs away a lot? Actually, should we give this to the girl?
The girl did not give blood.
It is true.
However, if someone wishes to take that as their item and then afterwards give it away, that is another thing.
So we all get to pick one?
No, the 4 of us get to pick one, and we gotta give something in return.
Wait, hold on. So we all pick one thing together, or we all individually pick one thing out of the things he's listing?
We all can pick one thing.
Oh, then why'd you say no? Like, that's what I said.
Yeah, but if somebody wants to take the blade as their item, then yeah.
And the map is a map of what you figure out is a map of the ancient forest. And the marks on them are marks of several other caches, like this one.
Well,
So, when they come back
think-
down, do we notice anything about them?
trying to remember the rules that I set forward. Is it that you guys can see each other's?
No.
No,
No,
only
that-
Neff can.
We
yeah.
can't see
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. Also, only Neff can see that.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, you do
Chira
know that
and
Valerie's
Naira
got a
also-
dagger.
Yeah, Chira and Naira. Dude, do we even know about the game yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they when
Yeah,
we
you were told back in.
the big
Oh, okay.
breakfast before we left.
Yeah.
Okay.
But outside of the fact that Valerie's got a dagger in her hand now, no.
When I see the dagger in her hand, I'll kind of take a double take and be like, "Nat, did you give her a weapon?"
And
Yes.
okay. Why?
To defend herself.
Better to start them young, I say. When I first held a blade in my hand, I was half the age of her.
So that's not going to tell us. Because I can't pick this weapon and give it to her if I don't fucking know. So, I mean...
I
No, Neth is clearly in his own little head right now. His shoulders are slumped. He's like staring at the floor, staring at Valerie, staring back at the floor. He's scratching at his chest a lot, and he's tugging at his scarf.
I'm just
That
going to
he-
be
and he
like...
had-
That fire guy really scared the shit out of you, huh?
Yeah, sure.
No, it was probably that lady without the eyes.
I'm gonna look at Nat.
Neth is gonna grab Valerie's mouth and pull her close.
yeah, now even Chira, who's
You-
like
I
half-
assume
half-
everybody just stops what they're doing and just turns.
yeah, no, even Chira
what?
halfway into the cache is like,
The
What?
what?
She's gonna like dead eye look at Neth and be like, "What is she talking about?"
What stories did you tell her?
there's others outside.
Not anymore. I didn't tell her any stories. What was your question again?
What happened?
Could you repeat that in Elven?
What do I know, Elven?
What happened in Elven? I do not
I
speak
can give you
Elven, by the way.
common, celestial, draconic, or infernal.
Ooh, that's a shame. I don't speak those languages.
You speak
I'm just
common.
gonna be like-
Motherfucker just gave you the no hablo español.
You speak
speaks
common.
Elven.
You're speaking it right now. What happened?
Neth, we're all with you together on this. What happened?
What happened?
I was visited by my patron.
Is
Ooh,
that
which
all?
one?
I only have one.
Oh, that's a bad business.
And that's all I can say.
Valerie, what happened, honey?
Does Neth still have a hand clamped over Valerie's face?
No.
Valerie, we need to talk about what happened before we tell anybody what happened.
Mm.
Did you hurt her?
No.
Mm.
What'd you do to her?
Child. The child
didn't do
has a
anything.
dagger.
What did the
Then
what did
why
the
are
patron
you
do to her?
covering her mouth?
Because there's something that we need to discuss before we discuss it further.
She's a child.
That sounds
Yeah.
weird, bro.
Ryko, not now.
Nah, man. When you tell a child it's our little secret, dog.
You know what? He's kind of right, Neth.
What's going on, dude?
Valerie, come here, sweetie.
Right, an 8th level fireball going towards Raiko. I can't with this shit. I will not be having nonce talk in my goddamn D&D campaign.
Neth is rubbing his temples at this point. He's like, that's not.
Interpret this shit.
Neth,
You're,
you
you're-
said your patron visited you while Valerie was with you?
Yes.
I
Does
thought you
it
didn't like
involve
warlock
the
biscuits.
game you explained to us?
Yes.
Do we figure it
Oh, is
out at
she
this
in on the
point?
game?
You sounded almost excited about that, Raw.
Oh, no, just curious.
At that point, I think we all
Please tell me
realize what
Ra is
happened,
wrong.
right?
I mean, it could be that she was made a participant, or it could be that she was made a assistant.
Yeah.
Excuse my tone of voice, as I do not have a voice box.
So how bad is it?
I'm assuming
Yes.
she's going to have to stay with us.
Oh yeah, because that's a great idea.
Well,
And sending her off now
at this point,
by
she'll
herself
just
is
get killed.
better.
No, that's not a great idea either. I don't have a great solution.
Well,
Well, it's a
obviously
good
you
thing
feel
we have
bad
a
about
long
this.
journey ahead of us to think about it.
This is outside of your control, dude. I mean, it sucks, but obviously you look like, you feel bad because you feel like you implicated her, but there's nothing I don't think you could have done here.
No, I didn't implicate her. I just happened to have a extra planar being show up and yeah, just totally coincidental that she
Well,
happened to be in.
you also didn't ask to be part of this either. But the difference here is we are sharing this with you because we all have chosen to do this with you. So we all share this burden. It sucks. I'll just look at, Valerie and just, be like, the best we can do is prepare her however we can.
Giving her a blade is a great start.
So I don't really need any of this shit. So I guess I'm just gonna turn and grab the scimitar.
Remember, you must give something back.
I can give back and what are these books?
I'll toss you the Moonblade that I have.
Wait, what?
The Moonblade that I'm carrying. I'm gonna give it to you.
That's actually a great addition in here.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
don't you use that?
No.
That's a druidic spellcasting thing.
I'm confused. I don't know. I'm not familiar with how you got this or what.
I bought it for Ra.
And then
Because
Bra immediately got the Staff of Woodlands immediately after, so...
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, well I'll take
Yeah.
it and then switch it out. Sounds good.
There is only so many things I can give.
Yeah, I guess we just show it to her. Be think you can use this?
I doubt it.
You're showing Valerie.
The rapier.
Is it a scimitar or a rapier?
It's a rapier.
It's a rapier.
Oh.
Made out of enchanted wood.
Oh. So it looks like a toy.
Yeah, it looks like a stick.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm supposed to poke people with the pointy part.
Correct?
Is she able to use the spells that it does?
It's automatic for whoever's using it.
To put out the
Tangle.
entanglement?
Yeah.
That's an automatic thing?
Try poking Gregory.
Once attuned, you have the ability to just do it.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, she'll be able just to.
Right, I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
it's got a built-in DC as opposed to based on the person wielding it.
Yeah, and we'll tell her the command phrase. There's a command phrase to it.
So she doesn't have to be able to know, with scrolls or anything.
Right.
Okay.
Can I
Well-
walk up to Valerie and show her my rapier and show her that it's the same except for wooden?
Except hers is cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of like just
Like a
explain to
shillelagh.
her like this is it's the
Not
same
even
as
close,
what you
but
have
yes.
basically.
Did any of your family members show you how to shoot a bow or anything? Do you know how to use any weapons?
Pitchfork, a broom, cutlery.
She just gets
Ra's just like listing things.
she just kind of shrugs a bit. I'd have to learn.
Have you ever went
Regardless.
hunting?
I've never been hunting, but when Dad brings stuff home, I help to skin and clean them.
Hunting training isn't gonna keep her alive in a city. I'm gonna teach her how to fight.
I can help.
With you two helping her how to fight, I'm sure she will have no problem.
Neth, I think me and you should have a talk later.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
That's fair. To be fair, I don't think he did anything on purpose.
Now, he pulls his scarf up and kind of like hides his face in it,
Honestly,
so
I think
so just his eyes are poking out.
I understand it's not your fault, and I know there's nothing we can do about it now,
I'll look at Sue.
but it's about
Go ahead.
how we're gonna keep her safe.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, because I was like, yeah, sure, teach her how to fight, but I feel like Sue might be able to help her more than anybody. Like, teaching her how to be slippery to just not die instead of being offensive, just learning how to like get away.
Oh, there you
True.
go. 3 teachers. There you go.
I definitely don't think melee is the best option right now, though.
I think the weapon, because of what it does, is really the
Yeah.
benefit. Not that it's a weapon.
She's also a kid, and rapiers are light,
Like
and it doesn't have a blade edge for her
caltrops.
to slice herself in.
Yeah.
I'll ruffle through my bag a little bit, and I will pull out a light crossbow.
Ball bearings.
Oh God, no!
I
Don't
was
give the
thinking,
child a gun.
yeah,
Just
definitely
give
It's
give
her
the
a
the
child a gun.
stick and leave it
crossbow.
at that. It's the same fucking shit.
We can also teach her how to use this. That way, she doesn't really have to be
We can also put her in
up
a bag of holding
close.
if need be.
Are we
Just-
thinking she's in danger right this moment? Is that the question?
Give her the
Yes.
I
give
think
her the rapier for now.
As
she's a
That
part
way-
of
minutes ago,
the game
yes.
now.
That way,
So
if
whenever, sorry.
Soup kind of he digs through his bag for a second. He's like, "Well, if she's in danger now, there's nothing she can learn in the future to help. I'll take this." And he hands her like a bulb of oil. It's grease, really.
Yeah.
He's trying to give her like a grease thing,
Exactly.
and he's like, "If someone who you don't like comes around you, throw this into their feet and run in the other direction."
Hell
there we
yeah.
go.
I don't really
Yeah.
need any of this stuff. Is there something one of you guys want me to grab for you?
What was the list again, just to be clear?
All of the potions. There was 3 bark skin, 1 lycanthrope antidote.
Lycanthrope antidote. That's neat. And possibly.
Then there was
Turns out Soup is a were gnome.
the
He
the
was bitten by a
scroll
gnome.
made of bark, which had 3 greater restorations, if I don't misrecall.
That is crazy good.
That is good, yes.
Ra, is there
guess-
something you'd like?
There's a lot
Rod
of stuff
definitely
for Ra.
wants the map, because that's more places
Is that what
to
you're
see
grabbing,
and
or is there
exploration.
something else you want?
I think
well?
I'm gonna have to grab the map, and I'm gonna
There's
have
no
to
math.
give my
Love you.
shield up, I believe. They protect whoever needs it the most.
Is there anything else you'd like, Ra?
Uh, not sure. I mean, the bark scroll is pretty useful, and who knows, maybe one day someone will succumb to lycanthropy. It's many things could happen.
I think those two things should probably trust to take.
I feel like I don't have anything worth any of this stuff.
Soup, what about you?
Um,
I feel like I
he's
don't have
kind of
anything that's like even trade.
So it has to be an
um,
even trade.
yeah, even. You don't really know about even.
It's a trade. It doesn't have to be even. There's not really an even trade with two very differentiating objects.
I guess I will grab the lycanthrope potion and put in my dagger.
Is it just
Okay.
soup now?
I believe so.
He kind of feels everyone looking at him, and he was like, "What? No, my things are my things. I built them. They're mine. I."
Yeah, but you can make them again.
He's just being stubborn.
You do
And
not
he
have
goes,
to
"What?"
give anything up if you do not wish.
He goes, "Well, I suppose if it's sentimental value they're after, maybe not value for money and monetary. He can have it can have my favorite paring knife." And he says it with very sadness in his voice. Like, this is something that hurts him more than you think, because it's old. Like, if you see it in his hand, it's something that's like, it's not even like a good. I mean, it's a good one. It's sharp and everything, but it's not even like something you would be ashamed to leave.
Is there anything in there that you might want?
What was left? What was the last thing?
3 bark skin potions. The bark skin scroll, which had 3 greater restorations in
That
it,
shit's
That
crazy.
that one.
and another potion.
The Greater Restoration.
Yeah,
It's,
The
those are
scroll?
really good.
yep.
Is there actually a potion in the importer for the potion of light group something something?
Are you asking? Sorry.
You. Yeah.
The blood of the
Is it in the
lycanthrope
importer? Because I
antidote.
can't find it.
You mean the Beast Blood potion?
Yeah, the beast blood, is
That's
that what it's called? Because that might be why I
No,
don't.
it's the cure to lycanthropy.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that.
I've called it a druidic salve, but I don't think that's in the thing. So you can
Mhm.
just like note that in your inventory as like a custom item.
Alright.
Doesn't Naira's class kind of lead her to lycanthropy?
Yeah, kind of.
Delete shield and notes.
I'm about it. I want to see this Dr. Hyde. See a werewolf Naira.
I'll put it in the biography. Map into. Sorry, how many other caches did I see in the Great Forest?
A total of 3.
Map into 3. Druidic caches within the Great Forest, was it?
The ancient forest.
Within the ancient forest.
Should you guys ever find a reason to head in that direction?
Oh, hell yeah. More stuff. But more of a more sites to see, more places to visit. Would I know where is the ancient forest?
It's slightly north of us
it's
right now.
It's the one that's like no, well, no, the one that's slightly north of you right now is the fucking. Why do I want to say Avalon?
Avalia Wood.
Avalia.
Avalia
Oh
Wood.
yeah.
The
Oh, there,
forest is
Ancient
all the way
Forest.
up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, it's like underneath Ironstone Hall. That's
It's
where
the
the
biggest
Dab
one.
God Temple is.
There is no Dab God Temple.
No,
Not
but
yet.
I know for a fact everyone knows, quote unquote, where that is, so they can look in that direction. Oh, cool.
There's no Dab God anymore. He was defeated
Right.
a long time ago.
Dab God was slain in the Great Skibidi War.
It was a bloody
right.
war.
Ancient Forest. Well, if we ever go within that direction, we'll have places to visit.
Suppose we better get back on the road then.
I believe so. As we have taken and given within the cache, Chira is going to close the lid. And if nothing else happens, we're going to start walking out.
All right.
Neth is keeping an extra close eye on the shadows as we're leaving.
Naira will grab Valerie's hand.
You take, you leave, and you head on out. You guys head back to your wagon, your horse, your camel. The entire time, Valerie is sort of playing around with her blade. Still a little uncertain about when she'd even use it.
Worry that little one, it will grow in your hand.
That's part of the problem.
Well, as much of a problem it is something we can do for now.
You guys continue on. And eventually, you make it to another small town. An idyllic little place. You are entering by sundown. Place by the name.
It's pretty.
Of Threbbin.
Neth is gonna grab Valerie and keep her close when they get into town.
Threbbin.
Threbbin.
Naira will be on the other side of Valerie.
Throbbing.
Threbbin.
Over here.
Threbbin.
Threbbin.
I think I still hear the frogs.
There were a lot of frogs. I wouldn't be surprised.
There's probably some more in our fucking cart still.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah,
check the card.
I'm still finding them. That's the problem.
But
This
yes,
town
town.
is a lot less of a trading outpost like the previous one that you approached, and more of its own individual settlement. There is some farming land in the exterior of the town, and it appears that it even extends towards some large hillsides to the southeast, where even from the entrance of town you can see a large mansion that's sort of based in that direction. In town itself, obviously it is sundown, so various different people are sort of ending their days. And you note that they appear to be heading towards a fairly large establishment that appears to be a tavern of some particular sort. Very few people seem to take notice of you guys' entrance. At least initially.
No one noticed the circus walking into this place?
Maybe, maybe not. They certainly didn't make a big deal of it, or stop and stare.
Very progressive this town, Threbbin is.
Well, what?
The
Okay.
ribbon.
We're going through the list. Hippo. Say Threbbin.
What? Why?
Say Threbbin.
Robin?
Say Threbbin.
Threbbin?
Okay. Topi. Say Threbbin.
Threbbin.
Soup.
Threbbin.
I can see him say that with his head down as he's shaking his head, and then he says it.
Neff.
Threbbin.
And Haven.
Threbbin.
Okay. Now I know for a fact you all know how to how to correctly pronounce this town's name. So if you don't, there will be troubles.
We all knew exactly how to say it from the very beginning, Lindy.
Yes,
Did
but
it
now
right
I
now.
have proof.
Now there's recorded proof that we all know.
Anyways. You guys go through. And it appears that the only place to potentially bed down for the evening, unless of course you'd like to sleep outside, would probably be a tavern. It does appear to be both a tavern as well as an inn, as many taverns are in these small towns, places to accommodate the odd traveler or a few in your guys' case. Though, as you guys are kind of exploring the town here, not every one of you necessarily noticed, so I need to double check. Neff, Naira, and Soup. Make me perception checks. See if you notice something.
My perception's +8. Base.
Yes, but you're not familiar enough with human culture to know whether or not the thing you see matters.
That is
I didn't see
true.
shit.
Me either. We're both worried
three of us,
about.
we got it.
Okay.
Wait, did you say my name?
No.
You're. No.
We're both not humanoid, so we don't get to roll.
Well, you're humanoid, but you're not.
Well, we're not
humans.
human.
You're not
enough.
from human lands. You don't necessarily. Yeah.
Yes.
I traveled.
You darn foreigners.
Well, you know what? That is true. Raiko, I'll give you a perception check as well, just because you've been to enough cities and towns in Oregon so far that you might notice something a little bit
Well, good we
odd
let him have one.
going on.
Thank God for that. You know what? Can I help him with that at the very least?
No.
Damn it.
Raiko, as you guys are coming through town here, you know, you don't tend to pay a whole lot of attention to these sorts of things, but it's a little glaring. There's almost like no men. It's like all women.
Oh, fuck.
That's why it's so beautiful here.
Yeah, that's why. Fuck, we need to leave.
But why? It is a beautiful town.
Maybe the men are all out fighting some war we're not aware of.
There are a few men, but they're very old. Either they're kind of like in their 60s or definitely retired.
Why
So
would
that's all
that
I
matter
noticed?
for...
There's just not,
Um,
not a lot of men.
More or less, yes. Just as an oddity. Something that's just strange about the place. Most places you've been to, the ratio is usually around 50-50, but like this place is more like 90-10.
Okay.
So it's safe to assume, like, I'm the only young man on the street that's humanoid looking.
Yes.
I'll just make a comment and be like, where are all the men?
I guess you just say that out loud to your friends. I don't know.
Oh, where my homies at?
As Raiko makes this particular observation out loud, suppose the rest of you who would notice that as being an oddity as well start to glance around and get a better look at things and start to understand what he's talking about. You see probably a good solid 9 women every time you see like one guy, and they're usually old.
There's a story behind that.
Is there a war or something we don't know about?
The females are plentiful in here.
Okay. Are you watching Bluey?
No.
Maybe. You could do a full Bluey episode before I'll have you turn your TV off.
We can hear you.
Yay!
You forgot to mute yourself
But
this
that's
time.
2 episodes
We
in.
want Bluey!
Madison!
We want Bluey!
Oh, I'm sorry!
No, she disconnected and reconnected. There was probably some fucking internet thing happening.
That's exactly what it was. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you could.
She's living vicariously through me.
Guys, we can watch one Bluey. Let's go.
Let's fucking go! We're all taking a break to watch a Bluey episode right now.
Maybe all the men are drunk at the bar?
What else do we see? Like, what does the town seem to like specialize in? For like imports, exports, or whatever.
It seems as though they mostly do farming. From what you could tell, wheat mostly.
Yeah.
There are a few shops. There's an alchemy shop. There's a general shop. There appears to be a church, but it's a pretty run-down one. It doesn't seem like it gets much use.
Okay. Do we see like a school or anything?
Yes. There is a schoolhouse.
I guess.
Currently, though, it is sundown, so there's not really like any kids there.
So I guess we all need to have a discussion about Valerie, because she's implemented, right? But if we were to leave her in a small town where like none of Neth's opponents would probably ever visit, and we let the people we keep her with be aware so they can keep her out of like eyesight as much as possible, or have her wear, you know what I mean, like try to keep her.
Oh yeah, that's fine. We'll just implement more people into this death game that I'm playing.
Well,
No matter what
hold
she
on.
wears, it's
Oh,
like
no,
a sign
no.
above her head.
There is a way to not implement these people but still make them aware to
Oh yeah,
have them
no, we're gonna
guarded.
drop this
Naira-
orphan off with you, and she's
Naira
being
already-
chased down by horrible cult people.
We don't.
Naira
We
already
can
plans on
literally
having a
tell
talk with
them.
Neth.
We could literally tell them, "Hey, we can't tell you because we will implement you, but we do have a child, and it is not safe for her to follow us. But if too many people, like strangers, see her, it could be a problem for her, and her life could be in danger. But her coming
the
with
witness
us
protection
might
program.
exactly. Her coming with us might possibly be more dangerous for her. So
So
it's a discussion
Naira
we
plans
need
on
to
having a
have.
talk with the Neth first before the team.
the whole other contestant having cult followings, by the way, and 90% in a town being women is definitely not culty to you.
Very culty
Okay,
to
he's
me.
got a point.
You guys
Yeah,
wanna
there's
have
something
your
off about this
conversation?
place. Look,
No, I'm
first,
just saying.
first we need to get off the street.
Yes.
Raiko, I'm afraid you don't have a subtle bone in your body. I know they're all hollow, but find some subtlety to put into one of them, please.
What?
We need to have these conversations in a private location.
I was saying that more outside of character.
Uh, Naira, I'm gonna hand Valerie off to you, and I think she'll be safer with you in this town. I think there's something going on, and I don't trust anybody around here.
Naira will pick up Valerie and carry her on her hip.
We could find. I mean, do we not want to stay here for the night then?
Well, we need a place to stay. It's getting
We
late.
could ask the hotel keeper or whatever where the men are. You know, when we get a room.
I think if we don't bring it up, it won't be a problem. As long as we just keep a low profile, we should be able to sleep, wake up, and leave.
Why wouldn't
You
we have this?
guys. What's up to you?
Should we find an inn?
Well, there's only one, it looks like.
You guys head over to the tavern. A little place called the Broom Bristle. Heading inside, the ratio becomes even more obvious as you're looking around the various different tables. When you look over to the bar, where the innkeep/barkeep is currently, you see what appears to be a middle-aged lady with red hair, a gray streak through the center. Seems like she's seen a lot from the looks of her. She glances in you guys' direction and starts getting some mugs out onto the bar before giving a bit of a whistle in your direction. Got yourself some travelers then.
Yes.
Well, come on over. Let me give you some drinks.
All right, thank you.
Pretty late by the time you guys got here, so I'm guessing you'd like a room.
Yes, please.
All right. She looks between all of you for a moment. She kind of stops for a moment at Raiko and kind of scratches her chin. Are you a male version of whatever you guys are?
No, I am female.
Right.
My name is Rika. What's yours?
Folks around here call me Miss Huckley.
Hello, Miss Huckley.
She looks to Neff for a moment and gives a smirk as she tilts her head. Well, you're going to be popular.
Hopefully not.
Oh?
Where are the men?
Oh,
Subtle.
sorry, that's probably... It is something that throws travelers off a little bit when they first enter in. Unfortunately,
she brought it up, so I mean, like, that's very
Neth
directly.
is gonna cover his eyes and just kind of rub his temples.
it is a bit of a tourist attraction when people find out about it, but people don't tend to stay long. We're not entirely certain why this has happened, but for the past 25 years, we haven't had a single male birth in this entire village.
Oh.
I'm gonna insight check this.
I want to do that as well, please. Never mind, I don't have insight.
23.
Oh no.
Yeah, Naira, this seems like something that she's had to explain a lot. She says it pretty easily, it comes right off the tongue. It's natural for her. It seems like she's explained the story enough that, at the very least, she believes it. Which, considering she's a local, she'd probably know.
Interesting.
That's really odd. Have you guys ever had anybody come out and look at that? See if there's any reason?
We've had a few people come in here and there. They've asked some questions, but nobody's really been able to come up with the right answer. Sometimes they think it's something in the water, sometimes they think it's something in whatever we eat, or unfortunately our dear Miss Stanford, Miss Copeland, the local alchemist, sometimes gets blamed for whatever it is that she's doing, but honestly, she's only been in business for about 5 years now, so definitely not to do with that, as far as the older residents know.
What's the
And
weather
there's
like
no
here?
big changes?
Just like the
weather's-
picture?
Yeah, more or less.
Around the time that the male birth rate dropped, was there any big changes to the land or anything?
To the land.
Did it get hotter?
No, I wouldn't say so. No, not that I can recall. Nothing substantial like that. Honestly, we didn't even notice anything was wrong until at least a few years later, once the consistency started really being noticeable.
Yeah.
When was the last time you guys had a man? A boy?
26 years ago.
Holy shit, is he still around?
Oh yeah, he's the owner of the general shop. Took over after his father passed. God rest his soul.
Wow.
Mr. Landon, most eligible bachelor in town.
Yeah.
I bet.
Mr. Landon, you said?
Yes, indeed. I both feel sorry for and also don't, as far as the boy is concerned. Basically, every woman in town's got an eye on him, and, well, there's only so much of that a person can take.
Yeah. Sounds horrible.
The boy's still in his 20s. As far as I'm concerned, it's still his wild years. That being said, most women here do kind of want some sort of exclusivity.
Yeah. It's a weird dynamic, though.
It is. Fortunately, I'm out of that game.
No.
I've been married to my old man for quite some time. Unfortunately, he can't really tend to the place the way that it used to. But I still love him dearly.
You.
What the fuck? You just say ew?
I think she
Ned
meant
caught
the
it.
car.
Bye. Yeah, that's great.
I meant cleaning the bar and such.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask Soup if he would like to share a room with me.
Sure. Do we need 3 beds or just the 2?
Just one. So, I mean, we could have like Neth stay with us.
It was that kind of proposition.
If they have 2 beds per room. I prefer to sleep on the floor.
Oh.
Reko, you
was
did
asking.
just tell this woman that you were a woman.
And
Soup, would you like to share a room with me? Just the two of us?
If
I'm not one to judge. If the wee man wants to take an owl lady to bed, it's totally his business.
I don't sleep in a bed. It's not like that.
Oh, do you sleep in a perch then?
No, I sleep on the floor.
That's strange.
He
It
sleeps
is.
face down.
It's a thing this
It's
owlmen
a little
do.
odd.
Been
Well,
doing
I'm
it
not going to
since I
stop you.
was
Whatever
a
sleeping
wee
arrangements
owlman.
you want. Looks like 5 of you and a wee one. So
Is it 2
We'll call
beds
it-
per room?
normally, yeah.
Neth, do you want to stay with us?
I mean, sure.
Probably better for us to stick together. Yeah.
We're gonna
3 gold
stay
for
up
the lot of
late
you.
Talking about boys.
Yeah.
So do I pay 6 for me and the kid, or just? Is
No,
it
no,
3
3
for all
all
of us?
together for everybody.
Oh, okay. I see. I'll just pay it.
Neth, you have a hand on your shoulder.
Neth is going to turn very quickly once the hand touches his shoulder.
You see a tall, beefy-looking woman with a blacksmith apron on, who's looking down at you, going, "Hey,
We need
You're
a
new.
picture.
Nice.
We need a picture. Ah!
she's been working all day, and she's got the grind to prove it."
Honestly,
Yeah,
not bad.
Neth,
I mean, the
Neth whips
haircut's
around.
fucking awful, but everything else is good.
Yeah, I don't. You know what?
So as Neth whips around, a hand instinctively goes towards his sword, and he sees that she's just kind of staring at him, and he doesn't grab the hilt immediately. He's like, "I won't be here long."
That's all right with me.
I want to put one of my wings onto Neth's shoulder and be like, eh?
Can I tell if Neth looks uncomfortable or wants an out?
Oh, Neth is very uncomfortable.
I will, with my free hand that I'm not holding, Valerie, I will grab Neth's hand and hold it.
Neth's eyes dart to you, and then down at the hand.
He's like, "Fuck, what happens? What happens to women in this town? What's going on?" The blacksmith woman gives a bit of a sigh as she sees that, and then looks over to Valerie. "Oh, you already got a little one. Oh, doesn't have the long ears though."
She gets it from me. Sorry.
This is
What
when
a
you
pain.
say ew.
All right,
Thank,
sorry.
thank God I am not the same species.
She looks down as she heads back to her table to have a drink, and a couple of her friends start laughing at her.
We need to leave. As soon as the sun comes up, we need to leave.
Oh, nothing to do with this.
I'm assuming we got the keys to our room.
Yes.
Okay, after we have our drinks, still holding Neth's hand, we'll go up to the rooms.
Looks like Neth.
And
is
once we're out of
functioning with
earshot
dead.
of anybody, I'll be like, "You're welcome."
Thank you.
We do need
Yo.
to talk though, so maybe you
Isaac-
should come to our room.
I swear to God, Isaac, if you pull some shit because you have a very feminine-looking character, and then halfway through this campaign you tell us that it's a fucking female, I will lose my shit.
No, Neth is a boy.
I was like, you can't do this to us twice.
Bet I can't.
For those who don't know Soup, I don't know, are you aware of that?
Yeah, I joined right after that happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll look at Neth, be like, maybe you should come to our room so we can talk about Valerie.
All right. Is this a conversation she should be present for?
We'll put her down to bed.
Luckily, after a long day of travel, Valerie is usually fairly tired anyway. So once you get into the room, she lays on her bed, and
I'll tuck her in.
within like 5-10 minutes, she's already asleep.
We can't leave her with just anyone. We need to leave her with somebody that can protect her, and she can't stay with us. Our mission's too dangerous.
I completely agree.
I might
But
know someone who could help.
well, that is at least one more person than I know.
If we take her to where we plan on going, I can try and get a hold of my father and see if maybe he'll take care of her, at least until we're finished. He can teach her how to fight so she can protect herself as well. And until she can protect herself, he'll take care of her.
Does your father live in a populated area?
No, blood hunters aren't very well liked or appreciated. So we all live kind of in the woods, away from
Out?
most people.
What do you mean most? How most is most?
We only really live with other blood hunters.
And you don't have any blood hunter neighbors that have recently gone into the, you know, arts of the arcane, have you?
No, unless it was just yesterday.
Okay.
I think she would be safer there, and not only my dad would protect her, but blood hunters stick together, and she would have the whole community behind her. Of course, she doesn't have to become a blood hunter, but they would take care of her and teach her how to take care of herself.
You do realize that this will put your dad in great peril as well. If anybody sees that mark above her head, she's going to be a target.
I can explain that to him, and if he decides he doesn't want to, then we'll figure something else out. But at least it's an option we can try.
Well, it's a better idea than I had. I didn't have an idea, so an idea is better than no idea.
He took me in when I was her age and taught me how to fight, and he took care of me. And I'm sure if he sees as much of me in her that I do, he wouldn't have an issue with it.
Well, how long do you think it'll take to hear back? And then he'll have to start traveling, so we'll have to hold on to her for a while.
Well, did I see any, where I can send mail here on the way in, Lundy?
Yeah. I'd say that there's a spot outside the tavern for like public mail usage.
Okay, if I send a letter to him tonight and tell him to meet us, we're going to Grover, right?
Yeah.
If I tell him to meet us at Grover, it shouldn't take too long. Plus, we are probably going to be in Grover for a little while anyways.
Yeah, but I heard Grover's not exactly the place to, take a child.
As long as she's with us, she'll be fine until then.
You have a lot more faith in us than I do.
I have faith that I won't let anything happen to her. And that's enough for me.
I'm just worried about what the other contestants are gonna do.
If I have anything to say about it, they won't lay a finger on her. And I know the others feel the same.
I hope our gumption is enough.
I'm sure Raiko will let us use Gregory so we can at least teach her how to use her rapier on the way.
I mean, we could teach her that.
Yeah, but Gregory is a nice dummy.
Not really. It breaks it if you graze it. Raiko, on the other hand.
Okay.
You probably are the tankiest of us in here.
I guess I'll get to writing
I
my
doubt
dad a
she'll be able
letter.
to hit me.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's see what your dad says.
You can stay in here with us if you want to. I don't know if any of the other women are watching and might think it's odd if you stay away from your family.
I'll take first watch. You go ahead and get some sleep.
Alright. Before I sleep, I'll write a quick letter and explain that there's a young girl in need, and if he could meet us at Grover. And then I'll just seal it up and then I'll send it in the morning after I rest.
Alrighty.
Neth is gonna pull out a battered old journal and start writing in it as Naira and Valerie start fading off to sleep.
How late is it when they broke off of us?
Early evening, 7, 8 o'clock, maybe.
That's probably too late to go seek for another shield, so probably gonna do that tomorrow then. Well, Raiko, Soup. Looks like we're bunking together.
I walk into the room and immediately start snoring before I even hit the ground.
Well, it is a good thing that we do not have anything to worry about in this town.
Yeah.
Not including you, I am Soup.
That's so funny.
Soup says, you don't snore telepathically, do you?
No, I do not.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't know. No one really knows if they snore while they sleep. I mean, I guess if you wake yourself up, I guess you know. And he kind of trails off as he falls asleep himself.
Yeah. I do not sleep, dear I am Soup. I
Oh.
rest. As Soup takes the bed, Raiko takes the floor, and I'm gonna take the nearest bench.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say, like, corner.
Well, the bench is probably in a corner with a table or some kind in the room. Yeah, no, the Thrycranes are sleepless. However, they do need rest, but, you know, that's different.
Oh.
Long rest. Right? It is long rest, right?
Yes, it is a long
Okay,
rest.
thank God.
Alright. You guys wake up the next morning. Everything seems to be fine.
When Valerie wakes up, I'm just gonna kind of remind her to pretend to be mine and Neth's daughter. So the women don't bother Neth too much.
Why would they bother him?
They think he's handsome.
They're horny wild animals.
She kind of looks at Neth for a bit and like tilts her head and squints.
They're sorely mistaken.
His hair is pretty.
I agree.
Neth blushes a little bit and pulls his scarf up.
Those pointy ears are turning pink.
He also pulls a hood up.
So do you think you can do that? You want to play pretend for a little bit? At least until we get out of this town?
I'll try.
Alright. That's
Not
all we can
sure.
ask for.
It's gonna be really hard calling someone else mom.
You don't have to, honey.
Hmm.
You don't really have to talk to anybody besides us, so you don't really have to call us anything.
Just stay close and don't leave with anybody else.
Just make sure you're always holding one of our hands.
She walks out with you guys, holding both of your hands. You guys head all downstairs.
I imagine the amount of lesbians went up in this town.
Well, that's not really how lesbianism works.
When
Have
you get
met
desperate
women in
enough, it
college,
is.
Lundy?
I have.
It is way more societally acceptable for women to experiment.
Experiment, yes, but generally, and this is just the case.
Right. But for
Their
them to fool
experimentation
around
usually
to
ends
get
at,
the
like-
goal, you know what I mean?
Lundy, it's like evolution.
Look at
They-
kids. Look at straight men in prison,
Nah.
dog.
Nah. Look,
Straight
as far
guys in
as-
prison, fuck. All right.
that is true. But this is not a prison.
It's
Or
evolution.
Yeah, they can
It's not
leave
a
if they
prison,
want.
But you know.
Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't lesbians at all. I'm just saying, just because there's a lack of men doesn't mean they just fucking switch sexualities. It's not how it works.
It's,
Are
yeah,
there
but
any
they can
hot
you
lesbians?
know.
Are there
What
hot
the hell is this?
Yes.
Naira, focus, keep it in your pants. We're
Good
leaving.
morning,
I
everyone.
just found a random coin that just says "fuck" on it.
Well, it's difficult to tell on sight if someone is in fact a lesbian.
Oh,
You
Naira would know.
You would think that the blacksmith who tried to do some stuff with Neth earlier might have been one, but apparently not.
Naira has a good gaydar. Takes one to know one, you know?
In terms of the average person here, I mean, there's not really anybody in the bar this early in the morning. To be fair, but suppose if you want, you can explore the town a little bit and see if you can't find people.
I think everybody wants to get out of it.
I wanna see what-
I am so confused as to why you guys are like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
No.
You said
I
it's
want to
a
see the
town of
town.
women, Lundy.
I
Yeah,
want to see the
and-
town.
Their periods are synchronized, Lundy.
Neth just wants to get away from populated settlements, so it's not anything against this town specifically.
I want to see the town. It is pretty and filled to the brim with plant life.
Does
have
his
a lot of
race
white
have male, female?
I don't think their race has gender.
Raw? No, Thrycreen, I'm pretty sure they have females and males, just like...
Yeah, the girls
like,
eat the
for
males'
example,
heads after
ants.
they have sex.
Yeah,
Oh.
the praying mantis.
So
yeah.
Ra's
No.
a virgin.
I'm pretty sure some of the Thrycreen colonies are also a matriarch.
Thrycreen do have males and females. It's just incredibly difficult to tell the difference between them. They look virtually identical.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know, Ra has to save himself for that special person who's going to eat his head later.
Now, Thrycreen can identify each other's gender through pheromone detection, but most other people aren't like tuned to that.
So we don't
One
even
smells
know
a
if
little
Ra
less skunky.
is a male or female. Then
It has
Technically.
not come up, no. None of you have asked, and I'm...
he's very
It is-
offended about it.
It
It's
is
gonna be
not
another
relevant
Jack.
information. It is not something that needs to be asked.
Now I
It's
want to
gonna be-
ask it.
Yeah, you as a person want to ask it. Unfortunately, Ra isn't real, so...
Well, I mean, in the context of a town where we're all only women, where it's all only women practically, it would be the right time and give reason for them to ask Ra.
I think the right time would have been when the question was...
Yeah,
Given to-
Yeah, they
asked
didn't ask
Raiko.
him.
They asked Raiko. They did not care about me.
Like somebody might want to go for the bird,
You're
but probably
way
not the
too
bird.
alien. You're way too
Yeah,
alien for that
yeah.
to be like a thing that they would think about. 'Cause
Yeah.
they don't even know if you reproduce sexually, because
Listen.
maybe you don't.
Even if they
Yeah.
investigate me physically, they will still think I'm a woman.
If this D&D campaign would have been run with multiples of my friends, there would be monster fuckers in this goddamn town, and I'd have to
No
dodge
doubt.
them like the
No
plague.
doubt.
Meanwhile,
There's
poor
some
Ned
hot,
just trying
like, monsters.
to get by.
God, no, please.
You ever
Just
notice how
let
like,
me
a
go
lot of,
into the
like,
town.
monsters have big tits?
Well, I don't have those, so... Town,
looked up-
please.
I just looked up how owls reproduce. That's so fucking funny.
The kiss, the cloaca
Yeah.
kiss. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so
Yep.
fucking funny.
It's reptiles do the same thing. Yeah. Yep, we had a couple of cockatoos that fucked all the time, and we were like, "That's interesting."
I just love the fact that it's like it's that quick. They just do a quick rub and it's done.
They literally do what straight men think lesbian women do in bed.
Yeah, they scissor.
They scissor. That's literally what they do. Yeah.
Cool!
I'm so glad we answered that question that nobody asked.
In any case, in terms of a little bit of exploring, Ra, you do find that there are some other sort of like prominent individuals here in town as you're looking around, seeing kind of what all's going on here. For one, there is the place that has probably the most plant life around it, which is outside of the actual like fields, which is the rundown church. In the interior, it is cared for by one singular priestess who appears to be just run ragged, trying to take care of this place. But she manages a smile for you as you come inside, a little bit taken aback by your appearance for a moment, but before kind of like taking a breath and going, "Welcome! We don't get a lot of visitors here. Pleasure to make your acquaintance."
Greetings, priestess.
Ooh.
That she looked like straight out of Final Fantasy.
Right?
That's great.
See, Neth would have considered if the priestess asked.
Anyway. Greetings, priestess. This is, would appear that the plants have taken more than control over this building.
They've run a little bit wild. Haven't really had a chance to trim and make sure that everything is nice and neat. Unfortunately, it's a daily occurrence. I'm running the place on my own and everything. But this is the Shrine of Selisana. Well, a church actually. Doesn't have a lot of them, but this place has been cared for a good solid couple hundred years now. Seen better days. But if you have any questions, I'm more than willing to help you out.
Oh, just taking in the scenery in your beautiful town.
I see.
Mind if I take a quick look as I'm gonna go near one of the walls that is mostly plant life, I'm assuming.
It's got a lot of moss and whatnot on the exterior.
I'm gonna tap my staff of the woodlands on the ground real quick. Speak with plants, that's 3 charges. I'm gonna start talking to the vines and moss and whatnot. What stories might you tell me, little ones?
The plant life sort of chatters awake as you attempt to speak to them. They have a multitude of different types of stories, most of them very inconsequential from what you can tell. Unguided and without any sort of idea as to what would even be significant. A lot of it is just like what they saw this morning, or what they saw yesterday, or they saw a couple of humans fighting one day, or they saw a couple of birds cloaca kissing or whatever.
I'm gonna fireball myself.
But generally speaking, without any sort of guidance as to what kind of story you want to hear, they just tell a bajillion stories.
I'm gonna go up to the priestess and say, Celisana, shouldn't you expect more frequent visitors, since travelers should typically stop by and say a prayer to Celisana or something?
Well, there's been... I'm sure you're familiar by now with the troubles that our little town has in terms of the men and women and that whole thing. Because Celisana is both the goddess of travel as well as companionship, there is a belief that it is possible she might be responsible for our situation. I don't think that's true personally, but the locals do, and as a result, the church doesn't see a lot of visitation from them, and without that, I don't tend to get any donations, and without that, it's very difficult to make it an attractive place to visit. So even travelers more or less tend to look at the rundown nature of it and move on instead of coming in to pay any sort of respects.
What kind of donation would help?
Anything, honestly, would be incredibly helpful. I need to reupholster just about everything in this place. I need replacements for some of the pews that are more or less rotted away as far as the wood is concerned. I need to hire some help in terms of the landscaping. It is entirely out of control.
I'm gonna drop 20 gold in the donation bin.
20 gold?
Yep.
Her eyes kind of like round out like dinner plates as she kind of like clasps her hands together. Oh my goodness, sir, that's incredibly generous.
Well, we can't have the temple going to ruin.
She puts her hands on your hands for a moment and kind of looks up at you. I can guide you through a prayer to Celisana if that will suffice.
Sounds perfect. Neth blushes under the scarf.
Keeping her hands around yours, she closes her eyes and she says, "To the Wayfarer, we ask you to look over this man. In all of his travels, we ask that you bring him happiness, bring him companionship. Let others know of his kindness. We ask that you reward him for every good deed that he does, for every person that he treats with respect. We ask that you give him many friends and ease the roads on his feet. Make every day of travel as pleasant as possible. Sorry. One thing. Are you married? Just want to know if I want to include that in the prayer.
What?
Goddess of companionship.
Ra is like, with only for Neth to hear, choose your next words very carefully in this town.
Yes, and he looks over at Naira. Says, "My wife and stepdaughter are behind me."
Then you're already blessed in that regard. We thank you, Selasana, for bringing him a wife and a daughter so that they can continue to live with him and pursue a life as companions.
I mean, she's cute as fuck. I mean, how bad could that be?
You know, she might
Ra
tell
just-
everybody else in town.
Ra again to Neth. Good man.
As she lets go of your hand, she bows her head for a moment. I promise you that none of that is going to go to waste. It is going to be going straight into this place. Spruce it up as much as I possibly can.
Speaking of sprucing this place up, may I try something?
I suppose.
As
I'm a little worried about what you're going to try.
He casts
Tra-
fireball.
No, I will not. What I
Don't-
was thinking was, because I can grow the Staff of Woodlands as an action,
Mm-hmm.
and as another action, I can make it back into a staff, right? If I can grow the staff into structural integrity for the church, so it keeps it up, and then with plant growth to move all sorts of unnecessary things outside and in of the church into like the surrounding area, so it looks more neat and proper, and then use like proper like sturdy branches to give the church more back the structural integrity that the all sorts of moss and vines gave it, as in to restore the church into a way better condition that it is currently, without the need to constantly tend to it.
So I don't mind you doing a plant growth within and trying to like specify the ways that plants grow to make it so that they are sort of pseudo reinforcing the church to a degree.
So as I'm like moving the vines and moss and all that away from like inside the walls and all that stuff, the ingrown staff of the woodlands would keep the church steady, as I'm replacing them with like more sturdy material that doesn't outright grow back into a thing that they need to keep clearing.
You perform this sort of a ritual of sorts as plant life begins to cover all the cracks and smudges and all of the foundational damage that the wear and tear has put onto the church over a long period of time. And the priestess kind of watches this happen with a little bit of awe in her eyes as she kind of claps her hands together. Is it possible that you could make some of them daisies? It's Celisana's favorite flower.
Where would you like those?
Oh, goodness. Anywhere is fine, I think.
I'm gonna look around the room, see some empty corners or of some kind, and I'm gonna like twist some of those thick roots into natural potted plants and then grow daisies out of those while I'm replacing the rotted and decrepit wood with proper planks and structural integrity, whatnot.
It's so beautiful.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
As my friend said, it is a sorrow to watch such a beautiful church wither and decrepit away.
I don't think it'll be enough to change the locals' disposition, but perhaps more travelers will come through.
Let us hope so. Because Ra has that one point in cleric, so he knows how much churches mean to the people who, well, use them first of all in any way, shape, or form.
Hey, Raiko, come over here for a second. I got something to chat about.
What's up, dog?
I'm gonna pull Raiko outside. You said that there was some kind of issue with the gods being tampered with, right? And that's what the cult's doing?
They're tampering with the seals that hold the 10th god, am I remembering that right?
Yes.
And he's with one of them specifically, but he was made by the gods. Why?
Well, if one of the few churches to the goddess of companionship is in a town where nobody has any companionship and no travelers visit.
We could be in one of
Like,
those
she has the
schools.
little shrines, but this is like the actual church.
We might have business here then.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was something you wanted to investigate or not.
No, that makes sense.
So I guess we need to poke around and see if any other strange things have started happening.
Yeah. I agree.
Would I have overheard them say this or talk about this? Would I be near?
If you want to be, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably look up at them kind of because I imagine me and Valerie are like poking around some flowers or something, just like looking at them and just chilling. I'd probably look at them up at them and be like, maybe you should start by talking to some of the older gentlemen that live here and see if they remember any changes that happened when the birth rate of men dropped.
Yeah, couldn't hurt.
Definitely. Silisanus.
We'll bring Soup. I think Soup would have a good head for talking to older gentlemen.
Soup, you're old. Go talk to the old people.
Yeah.
They're your people.
He already is. He's been chatting up this old man like the whole time.
Yeah, talking about how the weather is and how, this stew that he made the other day. Giving him pointers on how to do it. They're already playing a game of checkers.
Jagger's Dominoes.
Interesting.
Alright, well, I'll go get soup then.
Wherever soup may be.
I'm gonna poke my head into the church and see if he's floating around.
Yeah, I would imagine I would have, without even, being told to go find the old men, he would have probably found an old man or two.
Ah, yes. Exactly where we thought he'd be.
You kind of walk up and he's like, yeah, they turn out exactly like you'd expect. And he's just rattling on about something. And he's, is there more than one? How many men are in this town?
3.
3, right.
What do we know about? Just like, did he have a family? Soup?
Oh, we didn't ask.
You never asked. And he hasn't told you.
Yeah, we haven't been particularly close to each other. We don't know much about each other.
He's an alchemist artificer. Might be a fan of Celisana. This thing says. And an
Oh,
Echo
yeah.
Knight.
I think he's more into Thormodin.
Yes,
Stupid.
for sure. For sure, Thormodin and not Celisana or whatever you said. But
Dang!
he would probably be aware, even if that wasn't what he was, backing originally.
Ah, it says Blade Singer Wizard and Echo Knight like Celisana. Do I know a lot about Celisana?
You come from kind of a different culture and background than the Orden's Pantheon. If you'd like to, you may. I'm not gonna.
Do they have a
be against
library here?
that. Yeah, there's that's a small one, but they do have one.
I think it's time to start putting Henrietta to work. I'd like to go to the library. Learn about the history here.
I'm gonna sit down at the table with soup and the old dudes.
And the old dudes. I would imagine we're not talking about anything that would help immediately. Like you're just kind of like walking into a conversation. You ever like walked into a conversation with old people? They're always talking about medication and things that don't affect you. And so it's nothing immediate. So maybe we've already talked about it and maybe we will get there. But when you sit down, we're just prattling.
No, just listening.
How many of them are there, Lundy? You said 3.
Sorry, how many what are there?
Old men
How many old?
in this town. How many did I gather? How many of old men have I found?
You found a few. The town's whole population is probably like I want to say 300 or so. So there'd probably be about 30 dudes. Maybe about like half of them are old as shit.
Okay. Well, if I found just a handful of them,
There's only a handful to be found.
yeah, right. I wouldn't ask them immediately to make it like, so when's the last time some boys were born? I wouldn't like bring it up like that, but I would kind of say like, I pass through towns from time to time, and usually there's not quite so many like-minded folks to me. Now he's implying that there's a lot of old people here, and he's gonna leave it there to see if anybody picks up the story. You know how kind of old men like to talk. And they especially like to talk about things that they feel like that they know about. So he's going to kind of lead into that conversation directly. Indirectly, I mean to say. And one of these doesn't happen to be like the last one born, right? No, he'd be 26.
Yeah.
It's not old. So we haven't found that person yet. Okay.
He might be worth a find, though.
I think it would be worth a find. Yeah,
He's
for
at
sure.
the general store.
That's right. He owns the general store he got it from his dad. So somebody should probably deal with that next. And at some point, yeah, I agree.
Well, I guess being the young man of the group, I'll go talk to him.
You take the young man. I'll take the old man.
Would you like me to go with you?
See, she's after that young man.
I'm not into men.
Start with Soup. You approach one of the older fellas, who's just sort of sitting at a table near one of the grocers, who's playing what appears to be some sort of game, and some sort of dominoes game with another older gentleman. He gives you a wave as you approach. Hey there!
Well, hello. How's the games today?
Oh, Tommy's kicking my ass. No, not my fault. You suck at this shit. I could use a breather. What can I do for you there, son?
Oh, me and my friends were just passing through, and they were taking care of some business, and I had some time to kill, and you gentlemen looked like you were having a good time. They didn't. They looked like they were arguing over a game, but I'm flattering them.
Well, if we look like we're having a good time, I hate to be wherever the hell you come from.
Next game? He offers, like, put a quarter down, whatever that is in arcade.
You know what? I'll go ahead and take a stand. Tommy could use a little bit of humbling.
Well, he sits down and starts to play this game, and hopefully he can get the other person thinking and then freely talking.
Sure. So, what sort of information are you looking to get from them exactly?
Just if they've been around in town for a long time, if they've lived here their whole lives, if they remember what it was like before men started disappearing, or not being born, I guess I should say, and then if they remember anything that coincided slightly right beforehand, since, they were old. Maybe they remember things. That'd be what I try to gather. If anything went through changes right around then, if anybody new showed up to town, any new churches opened, things like that.
Both of them kind of explain that they have been here pretty much their entire lives. They give mostly the same story that the bartender did, with a couple of extra notations, with one of them saying that it was around the time that the older priestess, Sister Cree, they called her, was sort of berating the town for not visiting the church as much anymore, and that she was being a little bit of a crotchety little bitch, as far as in their words.
And that is, and she was a priestess of Salasana also, or was that a different?
Yes,
church?
that's how they would
Yes.
identify her.
Okay. So the one that predates the one that we have now, the alchemist.
I've also done some experiments in regards to all of this, just to see kind of how it works. They had some of the locals over the years, like, whenever they would get pregnant, they would, like, send them elsewhere to have the kid first before coming back. But that would still result in a girl each time they did that. And they did that about, like, 10 times before they were like, all right, this isn't working. There was another experiment of bringing people outside of town to settle down and marry, and see if it was, like, something that happened only to the locals, but that also resulted in the same thing. So it's been pretty rough going as far as figuring out any sort of solution.
What happened to her? Where did she Did she leave town? Did she get fed up? Or do we
Oh
know?
no, Sister Cree died of old age. Ended up getting found. I think she was out in the garden, watering or something. She was found laying down there. We checked up over on her. Well, I didn't. I wasn't there for that, but she was checked up on, and wasn't alive no more. Old heart just kicked out. Happens. It's gonna happen to us too at some point here soon. Probably in the next year or so, I'd say.
Yeah, some point here soon. Counting down the days. You said she was found in the garden.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of writes that down on a little piece of paper. Just some of the outline stuff, her name, and so I can relay this. Not like an investigator, but just a little.
Honestly, it's a shame because Ella deserves better, but the place just has a lot of bad blood, just as far as the whole town is concerned.
That was the artificer, right? That was her name. The alchemist, I mean.
Oh no, the alchemist. They would name Miss Copeland.
Okay, right. Okay. Who's winning this game right now?
Roll me an int check. You are.
Okay. He says, it's good competition. It looked a little stiffer from farther away, but it's still a good time.
This is some shit right here.
Once we get wrapping toward the end of the game, he says, he says, you guys have been here long enough to know, is there anything that we should know about this town while we're here? You know, that not everybody would know. He's asking for old man information. You know what he means. Kind of the thing, like the thing that spread between old men and only old men.
Well,
Liver spots.
Right.
let me think here for a second. You know, good long time ago, we used to have a medicine lady that we would send some people down to whenever the church couldn't figure out what was wrong with them. But we stopped using her after a while. I don't really know what happened there. But if you do have anything that you'll need looked into, I don't know, you're looking like you're starting to get a little bit older yourself. I don't know if you got something going on with the foot, maybe some fungus problems, things like that. Anything you can't take care of yourself, you might as well go take a look. Provided she's still around. It's been a while. She lives in the swamplands a little bit south of here, along the coastline.
Oh, thank you. I do occasionally have some fungus issue myself, old men problems and all. And I guess he's won the game by now. And he stands up and he says, I appreciate you entertaining me for a few minutes at least, and you've given me some things to think about. I'm going to go find the people I came with, and you two have a good day.
Have a good day. Tommy said you couldn't last more than a few minutes. Shut the fuck up and sit down. In the meantime, Neff, you head off to find the youngest man in town, who's still 25, along with your quote-unquote
26.
wife. True. You head over to the general store. Apparently he owns it. And when you get inside, Jesus Christ, this guy. Big bushy black beard, long black hair, built like a fucking farmhand. Lots of intricate sort of jewelry on his wrists, on his neck, as he looks to you guys as you come inside. Welcome! How can I help you guys today? I do have access to some magical items. You look like the adventuring sort.
Costly information, actually.
I can
noticed-
certainly do information as well.
I've noticed that there's not a lot of young men here.
Ah, yes, the curse.
Yeah, tell me more about that.
Not much to tell, really. Nobody's found the source as of yet.
Well, I mean, you're the first one to call it a curse. Do you think it's a curse?
What the hell else would you call it? I mean, don't get me wrong, some people might interpret it as a blessing in some regards, but obviously a town can't sustain itself if it doesn't have a boy every now and then.
If it's a curse, he thinks, maybe you pissed off a witch or something? A hag?
Oh, maybe. Don't know of any hags myself, but I would imagine that one would be capable of doing a thing like this. Some people are blaming Celisana, but honestly, I don't see it. Why would a goddess specifically curse people to not be able to do the thing that she encourages everyone to do?
Yeah, that's a very good point. Has anybody looked into it? Has any
We've had
adventuring
the
parties come and gone?
We've had the occasional adventuring party come in and look around and things along those lines. We don't tend to hear much from them, unfortunately.
As in they don't come back, or they don't find anything?
Well, usually they come back from whatever investigations they do and find themselves unable to say anything of substance. There have been a couple that have gone off on their own, and we just don't hear back from them, but that tends to just happen to adventuring parties from time to time.
When's the last time a group looked?
Oh, I'd say probably about a year ago.
I know you were probably too young to notice anything before this curse started, but have you noticed anything else strange?
I was told that as far as the various sorts of plant life around here, the stuff that's you find basically all over the various buildings and such, all the vines and the moss and all that. I was told that this place wasn't near as lush back when I was a baby. It's all I've known since I've been growing up, but apparently that's been a change that correlates.
Interesting. So it probably gets a little difficult to deal with the day-to-day in your position.
It very much does. I honestly, at this point, I'd prefer to just get married and get it over with. But, well, it's hard. You can't really be seen with anyone, otherwise everyone else gets jealous and, well, becomes a problem. Quickly.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Have you been to the church, by the way?
Yeah, we stopped by there earlier. Talked to the priestess. She looked like she had her hands full with the plants, too.
I feel bad for her. Every day. If there was something that I could do to help, I would.
Oh, I think she's looking for some help clearing out some of the brush. I hear she's paying.
I don't really care about that. If my dad just had the wherewithal to have at least a few more kids before me, so I'd had some siblings to help out around here, I could take some time off.
Why don't you hire somebody?
I honestly don't trust a lot of people here. Not that I think they're going to steal anything from me, but you have to understand that in my position, anybody that I interact with is an implication.
That's true. You don't
That's
seem too
also,
afraid to interact with the priestess.
Well, technically speaking, she does a public service, much the same that I do, so that's not seen as strange.
I'm gonna insight that. I'm not good at it, but I'm gonna insight that. Hey, 18.
There's a little bit of a blush to his face when he's talking about her. It's pretty clear that he's got an idea of who he wants in mind.
I see. I'm gonna tuck that away. That's a secret master tool that we'll use later.
Okay, then I'll keep my mouth shut because I was gonna say something.
Well, why don't you just close up shop for the day to go do some volunteer work?
Suppose
Call
it
it
could.
philanthropy.
Do worry a little bit about doing any sort of volunteer work without it also being potentially misconstrued.
Oh, it's just community work to rebuild
It
the
is,
church.
but look, I have several suitors. One of them includes the governess. I don't want to get her in trouble with her.
What's the governess like?
Jeez. Well, what one would expect of a politician, I suppose. She's very.
Trust me, I've had bad run-ins with politicians very recently.
Demanding, commanding, expects everything to be done a certain way, expects her particular perspective to be the one that takes precedence over everyone else's. It's the usual things.
A real soul sucker.
One could say.
Well, what if you organized a community group to go do it?
Could. But
Send
that
out
would
flyers.
be me more or less sending out a bunch of women to go help her out, and
Well, you would participate as well,
yes,
being the organizer.
look, it's not that I don't want to. You don't understand the situation I'm in.
It's difficult to understand. I'm not one to be in the spotlight very often.
A couple dozen women in this church that are very interested in when I am going to open myself up for business as it is. The moment I start doing any sort of socializing or even any sort of volunteering or I mean, I can't even help a neighbor out with a broken column or replacing a window without people starting to spread rumors like wildfire.
Neth is kind of he's tugging at his scarf, thinking, trying to figure out what words to say in this situation, because he is definitely not familiar with this situation. If the governess is the problem, or at least a problem, what if we found some way to include her, make her think that it was her idea?
That would probably be helpful. If you could make that happen, then I could certainly volunteer under those auspices.
Well, I just think getting the church structurally repaired is an important thing. It might help with this curse that you guys are dealing with. If people believe Celisano was involved.
Potentially. I don't know a whole lot, but according to my father, people stopped going to that church before the curse even started.
Well, he was the last one to have a male child.
Hmm?
Is your mom around?
Unfortunately, she passed during childhood.
Hmm.
Did the other guy's mom pass during childbirth?
This is the only guy.
I'm not there. Never mind.
Yeah.
I do know
Something-
that the local alchemist has been looking into potential cures for everything, so if anybody's got a lead on it, it might be her.
Interesting. Yeah, maybe we'll talk to her, see what's going on. I think there's definitely something worth investigating. Unless Naira, you had any questions?
No, not for him.
Well, that's ominous.
Sorry.
No, it just sounds like you have very specific questions for someone else.
Maybe. I have an
Well-
idea of questions.
Well, regardless, if there's anything else I can do, feel free to let me know.
Could you tell us where to find the alchemist?
Sure, she has a shop that's actually straight in the center of town. So, across the street, down 2 houses from the inn.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
As we walk out, I'm gonna look at Neth and be like, do you think it's possible that since everybody stopped going to the church, whoever was running it at the time put a curse on the town folk so that they would come running back to the church?
I don't know about that, but I think that there's definitely a deal that was made between somebody and a powerful creature. I'm leaning towards some kind of fae. That's why this place is being overrun by nature.
How far away is the old men game from the party currently? I'm on my way to find them. How long will it take me?
Probably like a couple minutes, maybe at most.
Okay, I'm headed.
We
It
just
could have
bumped
been-
into him on our way.
Yeah, it could have been the old, well, yeah, the priestess before. Well, I mean, we don't know anything about the priestess actually.
Speaking
I think
of,
it-
at this point, I would have finished the whole repairment of the church.
It looks beautiful. Obviously, still has a lot of work that needs to be done on it, but it's not going to fall apart anytime soon.
That should
The governess
Help
might be
you.
a bitch, but I don't think she's involved.
Yeah. If she's going after him, she's probably a bit younger.
Oh, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. She might be in her 30s.
We can hope she's a bit younger.
Shoot, she could even be an older woman who just needs to lay the seed, as you will.
I suppose.
But I think she's just one of many, horny women.
Probably.
I'd be interested to know more about his family before. Maybe they had trouble having kids. Something like that. I also want to talk to this alchemist, see what she's found.
Agreed.
I'll head off that way.
Well, I believe Soup is heading to reconvene with y'all. So y'all will
Yeah.
meet after having met a couple.
Yeah, so as soon as I see, Neth and Naira at least, I kind of would take this piece of paper and then I would recount off almost exactly word for word what Naira said. I was like, okay, I think that there was a priestess running the church, and then when everyone stopped going, she got in contact with something and placed a curse on the town to get them all to run back.
I'm gonna look at Neth and be like, told you.
Well, fair enough.
He's gonna recount her name that I can't remember right now, and that she died of old age, potentially in the garden, and that there is
How do you die of old age in the garden?
well, I guess her time came when she was in the garden. I don't know. That's why it's a detail I wrote down so that we can check it out.
Yeah, but
And then
I'm not super familiar with medicine, but if you're active enough to go out and into the garden, you don't just drop dead.
yeah, that's it, peculiar. And then I'm also going to relay the lady in the swamp to the south.
We were on our way to
Medicine
visit
woman
the
in the swamp.
alchemist.
And okay, yeah. So if you tell him about the alchemist, he would be like, "Yeah, I'd definitely be interested in an alchemist for sure." So, the scapegoat at that. That's who the town blames. So, one, she's an alchemist, so that piques his interest. And two, artificers are often the scapegoat, so he's interested.
It's odd that they're trying to pin it on her, though, considering the barkeeper said that she's only been here for about 5 years.
Well, there was the one before her that.
Well,
I think-
yeah, the old medicine woman from the swamp. I think that's
Maybe.
probably.
No, I think it was the lady who owned the church ahead of time. The old medicine woman from the swamp are different, or at least under what I was told, they're different. They might be the same person once we look a little closer, but
No, I don't think they're the same person. I think this medicine woman from the swamp might be some kind of creature.
could be worth trying. Worth paying attention to our safety before we just head down there in that case.
Yeah, we don't want to just wander into the swamp.
So
But-
to the alchemist.
Yeah, let's go talk to her, see what she knows.
Y'all head over to the alchemist shop. Heading on inside, you find what appears to be a pleasant-looking young lady wandering around her shop, humming to herself as you guys come inside. She looks over and smiles brightly. Oh, people who actually come in the shop instead of egging my window.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, it's fine. So long as they aim just for the window, it's really easy to wash off.
Fair.
What can I do for you?
We had some questions.
I was just visiting your shop.
He's just visiting. We have some questions.
Okay.
Neth?
So business isn't great.
Not
you're getting
here, no.
egged. Any reason
I
why the
have-
town is mad at you?
Mostly because I have tried to make a few cures for the town's little malady, and none of them have really worked out too terribly well. That being said, I have expanded my business beyond the town, and I have regular shipments going out to a few different places. So I'm not doing too bad.
What kind of research were you doing? What kind of cures did you try?
Oh, so I attempted a few hormonal infusions to see if I couldn't just sort of, wash the baby in something a little bit more masculine, as it is, and see if that couldn't, in the womb, cause some sort of change through regular treatments all throughout the entirety of the gestation period. Unfortunately, all that managed to do was cause the woman to grow facial hair and also speak with a very deep voice. She was upset with me. So that didn't really work too well. Secondarily, I attempted to perform an alter self and try and find a way to make it permanent on a baby. Unfortunately, they didn't let me experiment on that because they weren't certain if that was going to actually kill the baby. So I did an experimentation on their dog first to show them that it was perfectly safe. Unfortunately, the permanency that I attempted to do did cause the dog to turn inside out. So probably a good thing that they didn't let me do it on the baby first.
Yeah, that's a solid.
I'm
I
sorry.
tested it on rats. It did fine.
Do you have a picture for her? Because I feel like
Right.
I'm picturing something very specific in my mind. The way she
The-
seems.
Yeah, the picture was already on the screen for me.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah.
wasn't for
No,
me.
it wasn't for me. Super kind of wonders. He says out loud, but not loud enough that she necessarily hears it. She's like, "I'm beginning to see why we're always the scapegoats."
Super cute.
So you attacked it at the hormonal and the pregnancy level, but did you ever think of a magical issue with the area itself?
I've certainly looked into the idea, but if the issue is so massive that it affects the entirety of the town, then I don't think I'm going to be able to produce something near powerful enough to be able to break that sort of an enchantment. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Was the town always this overgrown since you've lived here?
Since I've lived here, certainly, but I'm a relatively recent arrival, so...
Knowing the answer already, Super also he kind of... Oh, no, wait. Different lady. Who... He says, was there someone here before you that you took over for?
Nope. I am the first of the alchemists that have established a shop in town, at the very least. I was told by some people when I first came here that they did have someone they used to go to, but they don't go to her anymore for some reason.
No reason why? They didn't say?
Not that I know of. They didn't really give me a specific reason. Just that I think the only reason that I was really given was that it's just a really long trip and they didn't want to do it.
Really long trip to where?
The coast, down south beyond the swamps.
That is
Yeah,
a
we're,
long trip.
yeah, we're talking days of travel.
Days at least, yes. Plus, it's a swamp, and there's not really any sort of roads down there, not like normally. So, if you did take a carriage, it would probably end up sinking into the swamplands. It's a terribly bothersome walk.
Soup says, well, if this is the only alchemist shop within days' journeys, then I should probably check out your wares.
Oh, fantastic! Actual buyers. Normally, I don't even bother to prepare anything in the individual stock. I always just make everything in bulk for when I sell to various other towns. This will be new. Unless you guys had any other more specific questions for her.
Yeah, I'm out of questions. I think we figured out.
Yep.
Alrighty. In that case, if people want to just kind of make a list of anything that they might want to buy from our local alchemist lady, in terms of potions and whatnot, I can see if I can get that handled. But outside of that, we are reaching our end point here. So I am going to call session there for today. But also, let's go through and do affirmations.
Real quick, I just want to say that Raiko this whole time has been at the library using
Doing them research.
Henrietta, and yeah, that's just what I would do. I just wanted to be clear that that was happening.
Don't you have to be sleeping, like taking a long
No.
rest to use Henrietta?
No,
He's sleeping in the library.
it's efficient for me to do it that way, but I can have her out doing shit while I'm also researching.
In terms of affirmations, Neff, would you like to go first?
I Oh, this one's tough today because I had a lot of good back and forth with Naira. I think Ra did a lot of cool stuff with the druid stuff, and then again in the church. I like Soup and his old man talking to the old man. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, there's lots to give out. A lot of good kudos. I'm not going to give a specific one today. I'm going to give a group one.
Okay. Hippo.
I am going to give it to Neff for pointing out what he did to me.
I didn't do it.
Soup.
I agree that everyone did a great job today. I enjoyed playing mystery detective with everyone and coming up with our own sides of things. That was fun. And having a town to explore kind of on our own was kind of fun too. But I think I'm going to give it to, in fact, I know I'm going to give it to Neth for his roleplay with his patron and for choosing kindness, as kindness is the new punk rock. Type attitude that he put forward, and I'm looking forward to see how that plays out with Valerie being a part of it now and him sort of feeling, I assume, responsible at least. So that I'm looking forward to seeing that, and that gets my kudos.
Toby.
I think I'm gonna give it to Naira for saving Neth's ass and other places. Or God knows how long we're gonna be stuck here.
Yeah.
And, hopefully next session I can finish the interaction with the priestess.
And Avon.
I'm gonna give it to Neth for protecting Valerie and trying to save her and spare her from his patron. Yeah.
Next scheduled session for y'all is the 17th. Is that going to be good for you guys?
Yep.
Probably.
Should
I do believe so.
All right then.
Let me
In
just
that
double
case,
check. Yeah.
see you guys then.
Oh, just to clarify before we end, I sent off that letter as soon as we got up and
Yes.
left the building. All right, I just wanted to make sure.
I thought you sent it the night before you went to bed.
Oh, I didn't know if everything would be open, so I was gonna send it
I mean, you could just plop the letter in the mailbox. That's the
All right,
idea.
yep, I just plopped it in there.
Yeah. All right then. Well, I suppose we'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna head off, but hope everybody had a good time. And,
Yes.
Stay safe, everybody. Don't die.
I'll do no such thing.
There's been way too many people getting sick lately, and it's pissing me off. Not you guys necessarily, but my other games for sure. And yeah.
Sick
see you
or
next
not, I will be here. I was here a couple days
Thank
after I
you
gave
for
birth. I will be
session.
here.
I trust that. Later, folks.
Yeah, take care.
Later.
Bye.
Topi, write down what you want to say to the priestess. Write it down
What?
so you don't forget. Write down what you want to say to the priestess so you don't forget.
He says, by the way, I am male. Do you want to procreate, beautiful woman?
Number one, ew. Second of all, no. Yeah, no. I think I was just gonna.
Damn,
Ask
Topi
her about-
saying ew, it's giving virgin energy.
No, I'm saying ew for you to, suggest that. I think I wanted to ask her about the goddess of this church and backstory about the church as well, and why people have pseudo abandoned it whatever.
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask her, where would I go to buy possible magical items and or fighting equipment.
Well, there's the Butchie blacksmith that probably will give you fighting equipment. There's the most eligible bachelor in town that'll sell you magical gear. He said that. And then
Yeah, I'm
the alchemist
looking
shop probably has
forward.
something
Yeah, I'm
too.
definitely looking forward to the magical item person because he really wants to help her renovate that place, and I just basically fixed it for her.
Well, she's still gonna, like, redo the pews and make it
Redo the
look
what
all
now?
nice. The pews.
What the fuck is a pews?
It's
The
like where you
benches.
sit.
The benches. Yep.
Oh, the benches. Well, yeah, I can't really replace the.
She wants to reupholster them.
I don't know what that means.
To, like, redo the fabric on them.
Yeah. Yeah, but now that the church is stable, the wood is no longer rotten. I think it's just the interior now.
Yeah, just making it
That
look
she needs
nice and
to- yeah,
pretty and
'cause-
cleaning it up a little bit.
Yeah, I saw an abandoned church, and I go in, and there's a single woman working herself ragged. I was just like, I gotta do something about this. I'm
Does
not leaving
anybody
this woman.
else think it's a curse that the old priest put on because they weren't going to the fucking church? Because I
think
really feel like that's
Possibility,
it.
But don't know.
I think the old priests either made a deal with a creature to do the curse, like a hag or something,
Mhm.
or the general store's owner's parents made a deal with a hag because they couldn't have they were trying to have a kid but couldn't because she died during childbirth, and the price was that no more men would be born after him.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
cool.
Hey,
I
Isaac,
tried.
Mhm.
what was the god associated with Twilight Hill that was profaned?
Started with the V. Is the
Bidian?
goddess of death.
I feel
Bidian?
like I have a list of them.
No, hold on. Let me look.
There's Orad, Thondra, Thormodin, Morrigan, Nadara.
Oh no,
Rabadon,
it was. Hold on. It was
Bidian, Robin,
Thon.
Celisana, and then Ada.
It was Thondra.
Thondra?
Yep, Thondra, the goddess of
I'm
death.
confused looking at this other shit because I saw that Riverdam Raft is Robin, and I'm trying to make a list and then try to look for certain profanes in each city we go into to see if we can see it, because obviously Celisana is where we are now, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have
Yeah.
so much more to go in this campaign, dude.
Oh,
We are
yeah.
only level 7, and we're going quite high.
We're going to 16, 17.
Did Quaker say anything about this town?
No.
Twilight Hill.
Yeah, 16, 17. That's
This town's not even on the map though.
very
Yeah.
close to max level.
Because
But,
I initially thought, this kind of threw me off a little bit, is there's 9 main towns, cities. So I thought we were going to go to each major city, and it was going to be profaned by one of the gods in each of them. But
Yeah.
so I'm wondering if this is going to lead us to a city, or if it's just going to be here.
Could be both, technically.
I'm not sure.
But,
Well,
I
I think this is going to lead us down into the swamp.
yeah,
I think
for
that
sure.
this might be tied, but not
Let me see the
not
map.
tied directly to the cult.
All right, so
But I think this is part of the cult's master plan for Celisandra, because Celisandra also has those way shrines that have been getting
the swamp
desecrated by the
meaning
murders.
Avelia Wood.
No, the swamp is down south.
Is it
It's south along the coast.
not Anchor?
It might be Anchor, around that area.
There's like a peninsula right there.
Yeah.
And then there's like each of these islands leads up to Grovair. Oh, okay, I see. The Morris Swamplands underneath Twilight
Yeah.
Hill. Interesting.
I don't think it's that far.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get off. I have Harvey has a doctor's appointment really early in the morning.
Yeah,
Alright.
I have to get up and go to the gym, so I'm also getting out of
Alright.
here.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Oh boy.
See you
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Hi.
Good night.
Good night.
I tried joining them after they were done with their encounters, but they just kept going, and I was just like, okay, I'll just stay quiet then. I think I tried like twice to end the encounter with the priest and go into the town with them, but I couldn't really do that. They were in a hurry to go from one point to the next. So now I do not have all of the information that they have, sadly, so I won't be joining them on the Alchemist or the Swamp if they decide to go there immediately again.
What?
Well, I don't know where the fuck they went.
Are you still with the plants?
Yeah, I'm still in the fucking... Well, at that point, I would probably be in the town. But I don't know where they went. They just kind of left me behind.
Oh my god.
They just kept going. I was
sure
never
they're not
with
gonna
them.
go into the swamp without getting the whole team together.
Yeah, no, I'm assuming so, but, you know,
Let's hope so.
I do hope so. You know,
We
I
might
tried,
need to
I tried
talk to
joining
the
them on multiple
plants.
occasions, but they just kept going, so I just kind of went back to quiet.
Yeah, things did start moving fast.
Yeah, like I tried to yeah, so I'm still in the church. I'm trying to yeah, I
Trying to
started
meet up with
talking
someone.
yeah, I started talking Asra to the priest, and then Neth was like, "So yeah, we're going to the Alchemist." I'm like, "Okay." Like, I'm not joining with you guys then, I guess.
Let them do it. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me. Let them figure shit out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know what Raiko's been doing this whole time, but I'm still
Well, I said it in the
left
beginning,
behind.
but like before
Yeah.
they went off to do anything, I was the first one to say what I was off doing.
Oh, okay.
Because once Neth mentioned to me that there is definitely a connection here that could profane a god, which is exactly what we're looking for the seals, I immediately just ran off to the library to see if I can research the history of this town to see what I can figure out.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully I can end the conversation or end the interaction with the priestess next session, I guess.
You
Yeah,
know,
they just kind of fucking ran with it, didn't they?
I might have a Vorpal sword. You ever heard of that?
It's not a might. It's not a might have. It's you either do or don't.
Well, that's true and not true. So I got a sword that's like a mystery to me, and it's called the Red Queen. So if you look at my backstory, me and my brother Mitsurugi, he's he's like a year or two older than me, and we were offered the family swords that were dual wielded by our like great grandfather, who was like one of the greatest like warriors and like samurais in history. And these are his swords that were like in the family, but he got to pick one of them, and one of them was the Mad Emperor, which was like this really big fucking katana that was like all black. And then there was like a smaller just steel sword that was called the Red Queen, but the other one was called the Mad Emperor. and I picked. So of course Mitsurugi picked like the bigger one because he thought it was better. So he picked the big black one, and I got the like normal size katana steel sword, and it's called the Red Queen with an amber runestone in it. And the sword is not red, but it has an amber runestone. And I was like looking through D&D shit, and I found a Vorpal sword because the sword.
That's a legendary sword.
Well, what I'm saying is like it's a scaling weapon. I unlock things with it as I level up as myself. So like I wouldn't even be able to use the Vorpal sword as like the +3 bonus with like its abilities until I was level 17.
Hmm.
So, but I did notice it has an amber runestone on it, and it's a steel sword, and it turns red when you use it. I wonder if it's a Vorpal sword.
I think the sword itself is red though.
Let's see. Vorpal sword. Boop, boop. Can a Vorpal sword be used with a rapier?
I don't see why not.
There's
Vorpal sword is
limitations.
applicable to greatsword, longsword, or a scimitar.
Yeah, not a rapier. Like for example, a lot of legendary swords are only available as a great sword.
Yeah.
Like a black razor or some other stuff.
You have a scimitar, don't you?
No, I have a katana.
Hmm.
But it's basically a rapier. My rapier.
Katana is nothing like rapier. Rapier is piercing damage. Katana is slashing damage.
It's well, it. God damn it! He took off the thing. It's the stats are rapier stats, but it's katana.
Okay.
Just the way it is. Okay, roll with it.
And it makes no sense, but
That way, since day one, dog.
yeah, but it still don't make sense. Like I understand if it was within the same
The
vicinity of
reason why I was
what
okay
the
with that is
sword
because
is.
it allows it to be a dex weapon. I mean, I'm sure if I changed its slashing damage, he wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah. That's like me taking a big rod with blunt damage, and I'm gonna say it's a sword.
That, or I have theoretically, it could be a flame tongue sword. And when you get to a certain level, you light it on fire.
There you go. There's a rapier.
Flame tongue katana. Sounds pretty cool to me.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I need to definitely go to town before anything happens, because well, first of all, I'm gonna need a new shield.
Why?
Because I gave mine up for the map.
It's cool shields.
Hmm?
It's cool shields. Cool. Alright, I gotta go to bed. I get up early. Later, dog.
All right. Later. I'm also gonna peace. See you.